Uh-oh. The pink man is back. Wait. Scuff. Pink figure, be gone. Alright, we're good. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to boop. There we go. Music is also on as well. Alright. There we go. No scuff today. Hello, everybody. A good morning, a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. No matter what time it may be, I hope that you're having a wonderful week so far. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome on in. Hello. How are y'all doing today? Welcome. Pink figure indeed. Yes, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting about that. Pink figure keeps on popping up, trying to take over the stream. Oh, goodness. What SCP is that? Hi, hello everyone. Hi Brock, hi Ninja, hello Ale Didier. Welcome on in. Wouldn't be an Elvira stream without Scout. No, the thing is, right? I wanna go through, a stream potentially without Scuff. That'd be nice, Hi Savvy, hi Mod Rocker. Good more afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Also, Desuzu, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay here with us. Welcome. Hi, Izu. Hello, Lily. Hello, Kay. Welcome on in. Oh, no worries, West. I hope that the walking the dog goes well. Hi, Nimby. Good morning on the YouTube side. Welcome on in. Hi, Fish Frogs. Welcome on in on the YouTube side as well. Thank you, by the way. Yes, I took off the crowd control overlay. I completely forgot to turn that off. But it's good now. It's good. Your stream is such a safe space. Oh, okay. That makes me really happy to hear. I'm glad that this can be, a safe space for y'all in the community as well. And y'all are always welcome to hang out here. If you want to hang out here or just enjoy. If you want to chat with the people. 7ins! Hi, 7ins! Not an Elvira stream without Scuff would mean that you're dreaming. There has been a few streams, okay, where there has been a little to no Scuff. Okay, all right. It is rare, but it is definitely possible without you dreaming. Okay. Hi, Anklex. Thank you. Welcome on in. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you. Welcome. Hi, Ray. Welcome on in as well. Nice to see you too. Hello. Hi, Shrimp. Welcome on in. It's nice to see you. How you doing? Hope you've been doing well. I'm scrolling. Oh, I read it is with my pleasure to... I feel like, yeah, at this point, after all the times that I've said, the whole VIP line with it was with my pleasure, in general, right? Yeah, when I write stuff out like that, because I write that, in my sentences, here and there, and so I'm not gonna lie, when I type that out to myself, I also think of it just with my pleasure. That's so funny, Mod Rocker. Oh God, not the VIP voice. Also, hi Lizzo. What goes better with peppermint? Oh, sugar. Sugar definitely goes better with peppermint. I would say lime and mint, it can go well together. But personally, with peppermint, since peppermint's a bit on the sweeter side, I would say sugar really enhances the peppermint flavor and vice versa. Yeah. But mint and pepper mint and lime go well with other stuff. It just meant my dream came true. Oh, okay. All right. Who am I to say anything about your dream coming true? Yes. I will do my best to keep up the little to no Scuff so that your dream can keep on coming true. Shiny Piplup chest. Hi, Mint Taco. I hope it comes today. I really hope so. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did post the schedule very early this morning, and my birthday stream is actually going to be on Saturday, which is the 16th. And my birthday is actually in 2 days, so on Thursday. But I'm really hoping that maybe just maybe, Shiny Piplup will be so kind and gracious to pop up today, since it is technically my birthday week. You know, I'm not the type of person that says that, by the way. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh my gosh, it's my birthday week, you know. But if there's one thing I want for my birthday, it is for a Shiny Piplup to come home. So I'm really hoping that it pops up, you know, today. So fingers crossed. But yeah, once again, for those that missed the announcement or missed the schedule, I do have a birthday stream.
Not.
Excuse me. Is that supposed to be for Piplup? Oh my gosh, Sue. But yes, the birthday stream is going to be on the 16th. So I think on the 14th, I don't know if I'm going to do anything on stream for my birthday, because it's like my actual day of birth. But I'm not doing celebrations and stuff until the weekend on Saturday. So on Saturday, we will be having a little... I'll be having like 3 surprises that I'm going to give you all, okay? And then I'm going to be doing some community games at around like, I want to say 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is like 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then later that night at like 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be doing some spicy drinking for peak. It'll be a spicy drinking peak challenge. And so stuff like if I fall and get hurt, I take not a shot, but like a sip of a spicy drink, you know? And so, yeah, it's going to be real interesting on Saturday night. As of right now, I don't know what kind of drink. Before in the past, when I've done like spicy drink challenges on stream, usually it's soju. I don't know how to get soju though. So I don't know if I'm gonna have soju or if I'm going to go for like a different drink instead that I look for. I kind of want to get soju though if I can, just because that's easy to manage, just because I'm used to it. I don't really drink a lot of spicy drinks, and so yeah, I think soju will be the most manageable. But it's not really like a sipping type of, you know. I mean, for some people it is a sipping type of drink. But yeah, that'll be on Saturday, so I'm very excited. Yes. Yes. On YouTube, yes. YouTube. I'm talking about spicy drinks, like you know, drinks that are that have like pepper in them. Yeah. Thank you, Luzo. Thank you. Hi, MC. How you doing today, MC? Nice to see you. Hello. Welcome. Hi, Darius. Oh my gosh. It has been a while since you were here. I hope you've been also doing well. It's so nice to see you. I would love to, you know, catch up if you want to. As always, whenever you guys come back, you know, always tell me what you've been up to if you want to catch me up with stuff. I remember to this day, I think the thing that will always shock me is that there was a lovely member of the community that came back from like a break, and they told me that they had you know, gotten married and then gave birth, and I'm just like I'm just like, oh my gosh. Whenever I think about, you know, members of the community going through big events in life like that, and then you're here to tell me about it, I'm just like, oh my god. Is it weird to say that I'm just like proud and very happy for y'all? Whenever you guys tell me stuff like that, I'm just like, oh my god. I'm just like, I'm so happy. Thank you for the head pat. Thank you. Hi, Meow. Good morning. Welcome on in. That's actually nice. 2 months exactly from your birthday. Oh, October 14th. Wait, that's so cool. To have a birthday in October. It'll be a lot cooler by then, hopefully. Hi, Prince Ali. Welcome on in. I've seen some hilarious and horrifyingly crazy peak shorts on YouTube. Famous last words of a random 12-year-old. Oh no! Oh, not the most squeaker scream I've ever heard. I've seen it too. Wait, you want to see something? Did I clip it? So yesterday, actually, I was a guest on a few streams. I didn't post anything though on Discord, just cause I don't know. Sometimes I'll announce it if I'm like around in other people's streams, but I don't know. Yesterday, I was like, okay, let's keep it chill, just on the chill side, you know. But if you want to check out the VODs are there. Okay. All right, the real reason why I didn't post on Discord, okay, is I forgot. I forgot, okay? That's the truth. I forgot. That's the truth, okay? You heard it here. I just forgot to post. I was so excited for the events that I was gonna be part of yesterday that I just forgot to post it in the Discord. I was just like, oh my goodness. But so one of the events I was part of yesterday was that I was in 2 peak collabs, and there are some clips actually that kind of resemble what you mentioned, Ninja, about how like horrifying banana peels are. And there was one in Nina's stream actually where Twirly like slipped on a banana on top of a tree because she was trying to pick up a banana off a tree. And so let me see if I can find that clip of Twirly from yesterday. I don't know if I clipped it though. I saw it, but I haven't finished like scrubbing through Nina's VOD. Let me see. Hi Belle, welcome on in. Let me see. I'm looking. But yeah, yesterday, so I was part of, like 3 events. Yes, very bind boom. But yesterday, the first event that I was part of was that actually I was invited by Azadu to be as a guest on his stream for his period pain simulator stream. And so if you guys want to watch that VOD is on his stream. Okay, so that was the first stream that I was a part of. That was wild. I've seen videos of people doing that challenge in the past, and so I will say it's very different to like be in call with someone that's going through that. But it was so fun. It was a really fun stream. So that was the first event that I was part of, and then the second event was that I was invited by Cess to join her collab on the spot before she had like another collab. And so I was part of Cess's Peak collab because yesterday was a really big like Peak update. I don't know if you guys saw, but Peak had a big update where there's like a whole new biome called the Mesa biome. And so I was part of Cess's stream yesterday.
Thanks to Homely Derps for my sub gift.
Maxie, thank you so much for the resub at 2 whole years. And a big thank you to Derpy for gifting you that sub as well to help you get to the 2-year mark. Thank you so much, Maxie. Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for that resub from Maxie? Thanks to Derpy. Thank you, Maxie, for all that support. Thank you. But yeah. So I was a part of Cess's Peak collab, which was like spontaneous. That wasn't planned. And so I was part of Cess's Peak collab yesterday for like maybe an hour, I want to say. And then the third spontaneous event that I was in, the guesting on the period pain simulator with Azadu, that was planned, but then the Peak collabs were like spontaneous. And so the second Peak collab was with Nina. Actually, Nina also wanted to check out the Peak collab or Peak update, and so Nina invited me to a collab, and so I was playing Peak with Nina on her stream as well yesterday. And so yeah, there's like 3 whole VODs if you guys want to check out the Chaos Go Down. I was there, all 3 places. And it was fun. It was a very jam-packed day, but super fun as well. Very fun. I want to play more of the Mesa. The Mesa's kind of wild. And so I'm really excited that the Mesa actually came out with, time for mods to hopefully update. But yeah, the Mesa update is just in time for the birthday stream on Saturday. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for the Peak collab because we're going to be going to Mesa with like 14 of us. And so that should be interesting. Along with spicy drinking. So it'll be a real interesting Peak collab. Oh God. Got distracted, then heard Azadu mention and got back immediately. Wanted to thank you for being there. Oh, I love hanging out with the friends, and so I'm always so excited, when people invite me to join them on streams for anything, whether it be games or like events and stuff like that. And so I was just like, heck yeah, I'm down. I was like, I'm down to be there. And I kind of went a little wild though. Like whenever someone invites me to something, especially if it's like something where, safety's involved. I'm gonna, look into it because I care about my friends. And so I had this bullet point, like a whole bullet point message I made for myself in my own like personal Discord where I write notes for stream. And so I was ready, like if he wanted me to explain the machine, I would explain the machine. If he wanted me to explain, like the whole like high school talk about periods, I was ready for that. I was like, I'm ready, but that was more so like teacher mode Elvira. Teacher mode Elvira, she puts on her hat once in a while. And so, yeah, but it was fun. It was really fun. I'm glad you guys had fun too. It was quite the day. And so, yeah, I do apologize that my schedule went out on like this morning instead of yesterday. But yeah, it was a very jam-packed day, but a very fun day. Hi, Silva! And thank you for the shout out. Thank you. Oh my god, speaking of, hi, Twirly. Hey. I was actually looking for the clip of you slipping on the banana yesterday. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. No, I didn't clip it. Okay, let me go back and clip it. I'm clipping. Hi. How you doing? Hi. Hey. But okay. The reason why Charlie slipped on the banana peel is because I threw a banana at like a explosive puff. I was trying to explode the explosive bomb puff, and I missed, and the banana like slipped onto the tree. And Charlie saw it, and so she went to go grab it, but then she like slipped and fell off, and so it was my fault. You saw it, Charlie. You saw me throw the banana peel. Okay, you were there with me. All right, you were laughing because I missed. Okay, all right. I was not the cause of your demise. You were the own cause of your own demise. I found it. I found the clip. Wait. I found it. Let me clip it. Okay. Yeah, Trill, you need the bandage now? You need that bandage now? Kay! Oh my gosh, Kay! Thank you so much for the brand new sub! I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop! I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you so much, Kay! Can we get some love and some hype in the chat, please, for that brand new sub, a brand new tea bun to welcome into our tea shop. Thank you. All right, you ready? I found the clip. But yeah, it felt like everyone was playing Peak yesterday because of the Mesa update. Because I was streaming. No, I didn't stream. I was playing, and then I saw other people streaming, and then even after the collabs, it was like more people were playing still. And so it's like a whole day of just like watching people play Peak, or me playing Peak, or other people playing Peak on like my friends list. Alright, let me pull this up here real quick. The video of right here. But it's so fun though. I know not everyone likes like what people call friend slop games, but I think it's really fun. It's been a very fun experience to, just like pick up the game and invite people to play games on the spot. Just like, hey, you wanna play? You wanna play? It's like, it's like Repo. You want Repo? Or like Marvel Rivals? You want Marvel Rivals?
Hype train started.
What the? What happened? What? Why is there a hype train, huh? Thank you for the hype train. Oh my goodness. Thank you. It was a peak performance indeed. I know, right? Woke up yesterday. Not even woke up. Like after the period pain simulator stream, I looked to see what people were doing, and it was just peak everywhere. Let me hop over here. Okay, you ready? This is the clip of from Nina's stream yesterday, because she was the one streaming it in her perspective. Or from her perspective, I should say. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna pause. This is banana versus twirly. Alright? Okay. No, not opera. I didn't mean to boot up opera. Close. Okay. Right here. Did I unmute the site? Let me see. Not me! Not me! I was guessing. Okay, Derpy, you were there too. I saw you. Okay? Alright, don't even try to be like... And anyone can do the period pain simulator. Alright, Derpy. Okay? Okay, this is twirly versus banana. Not banana, but a banana peel. Okay? Ready? What the heck is going on? There we go. Really? Here you go, Nina.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. It was my fault.
I don't have room.
Okay. So the banana peel's on the tree behind Twirly.
You know why? Because I was starving myself. Why? Because I was gonna eat elf.
Wait, why is it so quiet? Did I turn the volume down again on the mixer for Chrome? Is it quiet? Or is it just my headsets? Oh, no, it is Chrome. I did turn Chrome down. Okay. Alright, I was like, the volume sounds different. Okay, let me go back. Really? Here you go, Nina.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. It was my fault.
I don't have room.
Okay.
It was my fault. You know why? Because I was starving myself. Why? Because I was gonna eat elf.
I'm not jumping off anymore for you. Look, Charlie's going. She slipped on the banana peel because she stepped on it. Look, she ran on top of it. She went on top of the banana peel and slipped. Okay, whoa. You ready? Look, she went on it. She went onto it. She jumped onto it. Look. Oh, poof. You can hear it. No. There's an indicator. There's like an audio indicator if you go on the banana because it makes like a slippery sound. It's like a whoop. And you can hear her going onto the banana with like a whoop sound. Look, when she jumps on it, I'm gonna slow it down. Okay, I'm gonna do the Nina strat so you can see it in slow motion. Okay, you ready? I can't. Ever since Nina started watching clips in slow motion, it makes it so funny. Whenever we replay clips, and you just hear it in slow motion. Oh, truly. I'm sorry for indirectly eating you off into the void. Wait. Let me see. Is there any more clips? I clipped a bunch of clips last night from the stream. Oh, but I don't want to like spoil. Actually, no. I won't spoil it. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it in case you guys haven't gone to play through the mesa yet. Because there are some things that happened that were wild with the update, but I don't want to spoil. And so I will not look at more clips of things that I clipped from yesterday. Okay, all right. It's okay. I survived. She did. She's a gamer. She survived. Indeed. So you wanna peek today, Twirly? Not now, but later today. Derpy didn't survive. What do you mean? I didn't. That was his fault. Okay, he tried to eat me. You can hear him in the clip talk about it. He was like, "Yeah, I purposely tried to not eat in order to be able to eat Elv as a chicken, and so he was the own reason of his own demise." Okay, all right. So it was not my fault. It was Derpy's fault. He tried to see me as a chicken. And you know what happened? He did end up eating me. And so, yeah. He ate the chicken. Chicken Vera. Hi, Day. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What do you mean justice for Derby? Justice for me. For me. He ate me. He ate Chicken Vera. More. Huh? I think the rain definitely made her like go further than she was trying to go. Because I think Turley was just trying to like go on the edge of the tree, but then the rain, you know, pushed her a little forward enough that it hit the Wait, this is a screenshot. Okay, I won't show a video, but this is a screenshot that Turley took, I should say, of Nina. I'm just gonna show a picture, okay? No context whatsoever. Alright? Oh, I really wish I had recorded my POV. There were so many moments that happened to Nina and Turley and Derpy that I just wish I could have gotten my POV to show them. But here's a screenshot from yesterday. Okay, you ready? Okay, you ready? Oh, poof. Just kidding, not that one. I got you, chat. I got you. This one right here. God, that is a big picture. Look at Nina. Oh God. Oh God. This is from Turley's POV because I was dead. But look at her. She's so cute. But she got some stuff though stuck on her face. She's got a little something, you know. Just a little bit. She has a little something, yeah. A little. She. I don't know if you can read that, but it does say a thorn. So she has some like thorns, you know. She got some thorns in her face, you know. But I won't say why. I'm not gonna say why because I don't want to spoil it for those that are gonna play Mesa. All right, but just be wary. You can get thorns in your body. No, that's not her nose, Cian. That is a thorn on her face. But hi, Cian. Welcome on in. Hi, Day. Welcome on the YouTube side. Avenger, like how they avenged the crew in Epic. I will keep that in mind. I am talking about Peak. Yeah, because I'm talking about yesterday's stream before we hop into Shiny Piplup. Yeah, I showed off a clip. And then I talked about what else we did. We gotta see the new map. Okay, yeah, totally, yeah. Okay. I was not bloodthirsty. I was not. Okay, I was not bloodthirsty. No. I was dead like 80% of the time in Mesa. Oh my god, yeah. So in Cessa's stream, I think we got to Mesa, but I died really fast. And then same thing too when we played Mesa on Nina's stream, I died so quickly. And for me, okay, I'll admit it was karma. It was karma, okay? And so, yeah, I didn't really get to play through the Mesa. I only got to, like, I've never made it to the point where you have to, like, scale the mountain of Mesa. And so I want to try to, yeah, get to that part today. Because both times I was more just, like, guiding people through Mesa. You know, like Nina and Turley. Or Turley by herself. And so, yeah, I will see if I can play Mesa today. Gotta practice, you know? Gotta practice so I can help people get through the Mesa on Saturday. Nina's character should shave. Aww. Okay, lesson of the day. If you have splinters or thorns in your body, you do not shave, okay? You have to tweeze it out. If you shave, you're going to have all of the thorns and all of the splinters stuck in your body, okay, for the half that gets not shaved off. And so, please make sure you tweeze and do not shave thorns, okay? All right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was yesterday. It was fun. It was a fun day yesterday. I always hear you say Messer. No, Mesa. Mesa. M-E-S-A. Mesa. Hi, Arietta. Welcome on in. But here, I'll swap over. I'm going to swap over now to Piplup. and we can continue chatting as I reset for Piplup, okay? Oh god. I feel like I need to sneeze. I hope I'm not getting sick. I feel like I need to sneeze. Alright, let me do a swabberoni. Alright. What does this do? Does this bring shiny Piplup home? No, Bod Rocker. You know what Bob Yourself does? So, I don't know if you read it, but it says you time yourself out for 10 minutes. No, Bod Rocker. Do you want to do it? I'll give you the oh, okay. Okay, Mod Rocker said 07. All right, mods. You can decide which one of y'all want to do it. But 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes, okay? All right. But, all right, mods. You can decide amongst yourselves. Dang! I said you guys can decide amongst yourselves. And then both Bio and Derpy time them out at the same time. Come on, man. All I said was for you guys to discuss amongst yourselves, and you didn't even discuss. You guys both just yoinked so quickly. You guys are just like, mine. But thank you. Everyone gets a bomb. Who actually did it? No one knows. I know. Okay, Bio did it first, so Bio did it. Technically, not you, Derpy. Not the vanish. No, Cian. No, she's gone. It's like I can still feel her in the chat. You know, I can't hear her, but it's like I can feel her. Oh, she's right there. I knew it. Doesn't bopping yourself flag yourself and share? If it's a ban, yes, because it's a shared ban, right? But if someone gets timed out, it's it does not affect the shared ban feature. Hence the name, shared ban. Let me go ahead and open it up. Give me 1 second. I thought bonk yourself is a ban. Oh, no. We've never... Okay, well, I've never made a redeem or anything in terms of, like, banning people. Because banning is a very serious offense, you know? Especially after the shared ban feature also became a thing. And so I've never banned anyone for fun, alright? I'm pretty sure I have not. Only timeout. But I know that Derpy has done that for funsies. Or he's asked to be banned for funsies. But yeah. Timeouts are usually more the thing that we've done here for like the fun stuff. But the bans are like a serious offense. If you get banned, that's very serious. I feel like you banned me for fun. Okay, then yeah. Probably I did, Silva. If I banned you for fun, most likely I did do it. At least amongst the mods. But yeah, usually I wouldn't do like banning for fun if it wasn't a moderator. And I get permission as well. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the game. Give me 1 second. Also, make sure you guys hydrate, okay? Hydration is very important because it is summertime, but it's also the time of the year when things are like fluctuating. Oh yeah. Okay, so I did ban Silva. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I did ban Silva. I did. Wait, you know, I think it's coming back to me. I think it's because I can't remember if it was because Silva wanted to be banned at least once, or if it was like she was like flaunting how she's never been banned before, right? And I was like, oh yeah, Silva, watch this. I was like, watch this, Silva. You try to flaunt in front of the other mods that you have a clean record. Oh, yeah? Boof. she was, you know, she was taunting. She was she was bringing out her younger sister energy, you know? She was like, hey, hey, I've never been banned before. Hey, hey. Are we plugging the other monitor? Oh my god, hi Mod Rocker! Welcome in on the YouTube side! Oh, I see. Oh, and Gretchy. Oh no, Gretchy, no. It's okay. I feel like, you know, if you're a moderator, you've done it at least once where you've like accidentally banned someone and you feel so bad. Like I feel so bad. I remember the times where I've accidentally banned someone because I was trying to like type something in chat, or I'm trying to click something and then I click it and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Alright, okay. Let me... Hey! Lena, thank you so much for this... Thank you so much for the 67 bits. Thank you. Cian's been banned 24 times? No way. That's crazy. That is a lot. I'm pretty sure that'd be Derpy. Yeah, Derpy sounds like he'd be the one to have been banned 24 times. Yeah. Derpy, not you exposing everyone's bans and timeouts. Oh my god. Okay, let me pull it up. I'll never get over when I accidentally banned and TO'd like 6 to 7 people because my mouse... No, wait, how does that happen? Your mouse just fell off the table and it timed out 7 people and banned them? Oh my goodness, your mouse is very bonk friendly. Oh my goodness. Bio, that's next level. Super Grump, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun for another month. Can we get some love and some hype in this chat, please, for Super Grump? Thank you. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh no, you were not. Silva is, she was throwing out random numbers and mixing things up. She was like, wait, Bio has a clean sheet. See, that's the difference though. If you have a clean sheet and you don't like, you know, show it off, we'll never know, you know? We'll never know. Unless, you know, someone pulls a derpy and then calls it out. You know? Like, no, exactly, yeah. Like, I've done that before too, right? Like, oh, you try to catch it and you flail around. You know, I did that with the bowl I had, and I feel so bad about it. It was like back at home, I had a bowl, I think of tteokbokki that I actually had made, and it was left over. And for some reason, I just had such slippery hands that day, and I'm pretty clumsy, so I guess it's not a surprise. But it's been a while. Okay, it had been a while since I've broken something in you know, the house, and right, and so I don't know what happened, but my hands just kind of like slipped. And then I was trying to catch the bowl. I caught it like 3-4 times, but because I was panicking, I fumbled it every time that I caught it. And then it fell onto the floor, and then the glass bowl shattered. And it was like 3-4 a.m. in the morning, and I was just like, but because I've shattered glass or just like ceramics so often, I'm pretty good at cleaning up now to make sure that there's no like leftover shards, and also that I'm safe as I clean it up. And so, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Bio. I've done that, yep. And so I can see now. I can see if you're trying to catch it with the mouse, why you would have done that. Yeah. I was thinking about it, right? I was just like, if it had just like fallen to the floor, I don't know how that would have happened. But if you're fumbling it and like, you know, juggling with it, then I can see how you would like ban 6 to 7 people. The shared ban stuff and the stupid Twitch moderator, I kind of don't want to... No. If anything, so, I know... I think it's good, though. I think the shared ban stuff... Sure, it makes, like, bans for funsies not as fun, but I think it's better in long term because it is nice to know, you know? Especially if there is members, like streamers that do have communities that are shared amongst each other, it is really important to make sure, you know, that if someone did get banned, that they know, at least like a warning, right? Like at least they have a warning to know that this person is banned, kind of thing. So I think it's good, but it does make it complicated when things like accidental bans happen, you know? And then you're just like, oh no. Oh my god, Silva, you see? 15 times, Silva, you banned Derpy. Okay, you were the majority, Silva, of banning Derpy. Silva's the one here with the ban hammer. You know, she's the what's it called? You know, people say like, I forget the phrase. I forget it. I know, Silva. Every time that anybody unmods themselves, you instantly go and ban them. You did that for Derpy. You did that for Shen. You done that for other people too. You try to do that for me, but you can't ban the streamer. So, nice try, Silva. Nice try. Right, because when I wanted to send cheer, it would let me, and I had a hunch it was the shared list. Oh yeah, Mod Rocker. Yeah, Nina, she went to ask Twirly about it like right away. She was just like, Twirly, what happened? She was just like, did something happen? And so yeah, she explained to us that it was just like an accident. But yeah, usually if it's like, you know, like a member in the community that is really cool, right, and active, like Mod Rocker is in our communities, when things like that pop up, we're just like, oh my god, is everything okay? You know, we don't think that there's something that happened on the member side. We're just worried that something happened by accident, you know, on the streamer side. And so we check in with each other. We're just like, oh, what happened? What happened? No, Trua, not Trua. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back, Mod Rocker! Mod Rocker has arisen from the timeout graveyard. Welcome back. Welcome. I'm not cool, you're the cool one. Oh, thank you. No, you guys are cool. Alright. But no, I did not start the prediction yet, Wes. You're just in time. I am going to start the prediction as of right now. So let me go ahead and set that up real quick for y'all. Okay? Alright. Prediction. Shen has more bans than I do. I wonder why. Like I said, it's like every time you guys, you know, unmod yourselves, you know, you guys start banning each other left and right amongst the mods. It's like you guys have it out for each other or something, you know? Okay, 5-minute timers on the clock, okay? As always, if you guys want to take part in the prediction, this is for if I will get a shiny Piplup or a shiny Starly that pops up at the time that I reach a set number. And so if you want to gamble your points, you can feel free to join the prediction as of right now, okay? Bio! He literally just woke up! Not you! Being like, Wuppo, 4 bans. You can at least say like hi or something, Bio. Where are your manners? Where are your manners? Hi, Wuppo. Good morning. How you doing? Hello. You guys are just like exposing each other left and right. Crazy. Crazy. I wonder if mods have bounty program on each other. Oh, mods? I don't know why I thought mods as in like peak mods. I don't have peak on the brain. I don't know what you're talking about. My brain did not instantly go towards peak. I was like, peak mods? What do you mean peak mods having it out for each other? I was like, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, the prediction's still there. The prediction's still there, Ninja, if you want to do it. It's at the very top of the page. Sometimes you have to refresh and then it'll pop back up. Yeah, sometimes it bugs out a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me bring up the counter for today. The counter, okay. And then the number we're at is, let me see. From the ones you know, which rabbit or bunny like Pokemon is your favorite? Baneri! I like Baneri. Baneri's super cute. Baneri was the first rabbit like Pokemon that I guess no, because Sentret is more like a ferret. Especially, you know, when it evolves into Lanoon, right? Sentret evolves into Lanoon. And so, yeah, I think Baneri was like my first bunny like Pokemon that I stumbled upon. Carbic? I don't think I remember Carbic, or right off the top of my head. Let me double check. Carbic. You mean Carbink? It's like the oh, that was so cute. Yeah, Carbink's the rock one with the crystals. Yeah, that one's super cute. But cute. 6650 6650 6650. Alright, this is the counter. Okay, alright. Why is it not popping up? Eh? Where'd it go? Oh my goodness. There it is. Thank you for choosing our free online daily counter widgets. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I think that should be good. Yes. Okay. Why does it look so crunchy? The number looks so crunchy today. I think it's because my window was a lot smaller than it was supposed to be, but it's fine. You can see the number. That's all that matters, you know? Yeah, that is what I use for the counter. I've been using that ever since 2021 just because it's easy, all right? I didn't want to get a fancier one, and so I was like, okay, it works. The website's still up, you know? That's all I need. I don't need anything fancy-smancy. And this was, once again, something that I used back in like 2021. And so for the sake of the consistency, I've kept it the same as well for the VODs. And so I could have gone for like a nicer counter, but for consistency's sake, I kept it as is. Ah, yes, we'll bring the shiny Elvira as well. Shiny Piplup that was drawn. Okay, Piplup. I love it. It's so cute. Alright, it is on me. I'm gone! Where did I go? Just kidding, I'm back. Okay. Kawaii, kawaii. Okay, I think that's good, right? Yes. Okay. We're good. Yes. All right. Thank you, Meow. Yeah, this actually was drawn by a member of the community. And so if you want to see like the full HD version, it is on my Twitter. I did repost it. Yeah, this is drawn by Chizuru. Super cute art of Piplup, but it's shiny Piplup. And it's in my outfit. My accessories, super cute. What if it came home with the fancy one because it's shiny and new? No, because I have stuck with it. I've stuck with it all these years. And so for the consistency purpose, I will keep it. Hi, Rage C. Good afternoon. It's nice to see you again. How you doing today? Emotional damage. Hi, Rachel. Welcome on in. How you doing? Yes, you bet. I am still here. I'm gonna be here until I get myself a shiny bird. Hopefully today will be the day, because it's my birthday week. But hi, Rachel. How you doing? One day. Better be today. You know, just like Shia LaBeouf. That Piplup just has to do it, you know? Today is the day. Free us, please. I want to be free, too. I just want to play the game. Thank you, Rachel. But like I say, I'm not someone that does that, you know? Like, my birthday, I've had nice birthdays, but I don't really expect anything like fancy schmancy for my birthday, you know? Just something like all I want for my birthday this year is just for the shiny Piplup to come home. Come on, dang home. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Yeah, Silva. Oh yeah, you crying I want to watch the game. I'm crying because I want to play the game. Okay, Silva. So we're in a similar boat. All right. Okay. The way you guys are crying about wanting to watch the game, I'm crying about wanting to play the game so that you can watch it too. Your bits didn't go through. Oh no. I saw like a Twitch thing. Is it from my stream? No, Silva. I cannot play the game at any time. I cannot. You don't understand, Silva. When I get set on a goal, I get set on that goal. All right? You don't understand. I can't just play the game. All right? Ninja!
Anyways, whoops, here you go. Take another 100 LOL. Good luck with the draw.
Ninja, thank you for the 100 bits. I really appreciate that. I don't know what happened. I hope that your first transaction got refunded since it didn't go through. But thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits, Ninja. Thank you. You've been watching the load screen? Me too. I've also been watching the load screen. What a coincidence. Please don't do... No. I told myself with shiny Piplup, once I'm done with shiny Piplup, I'm never doing shiny hunting through starter method ever again. I'm gonna stick with my my one true method. I was gonna say One Tree Hill. My one true method of getting getting shinies, the Masuda method. My beloved Masuda method. I don't know why you type Chikuria like that. In this iteration, the shiny one goes out of the Pokeball with sparkles. Yes, so what happens is it pops out of the Pokeball, and then after you see it like pop out, when it lands onto the ground, for a split second, the screen will go dark, and then you'll see sparkles pop up. And then the battle UI will pop up after the sparkle. And so it's very noticeable in between the animation of it popping out from the Pokeball and then up to the UI screen of the battle. So you'll know before the battle engages. Yes. I put cheer fist together with the tags in it. Oh no! Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ninja. Oh no. You're fine. You're good. But thank you. God, yeah. One Tree Hill. My mom used to watch One Tree Hill and Gilmore Girls like on TV when I was a kid. And once again, I was her translator. And so I did not know what the heck I was translating, but I tried to translate for her when I could. She would ask me to do that for her. And so the only reason I know about Gilmore Girls and One Tree Hill is because of my mom. I did not watch One Tree Hill or Gilmore Girls. But Mom Beer, she was like super into it. Even though I was like the translator. Same thing too with Gossip Girl. She made me translate Gossip Girl with her, right? All I wanted to do was play my game, play my Pokemon game. And then Mom Beer, she'd be like, no, you gotta sit down next to me so you can translate for me what is happening on in Gossip Girl. And I'm just like, I don't think I should be watching this as a kid. I don't think this is something I should be watching. You never watched One Tree Hill, but you didn't. I think you enjoyed One Tree Hill. I feel like Gilmore Girls, Gossip Girl, and One Tree Hill all kind of gave like the same vibes. One Tree Hill was... I just remember the same thing with all three shows. Drama. Lots and lots of drama. It's... God, it was just... I think that's why I got like sick and tired of like love triangles when I was little. You know, I was just like, oh my god! I was just like, what are these people doing? I would translate to my mom like, okay, so this girl, she likes this guy and they're dating each other, but then he proposes and then she says that she can't accept his proposal. But then at his wedding, she decides to speak up and she's like, actually, now's the time that I'm ready for you to ask me to marry you, when he's at his new wedding with the girl that he's getting, married to. And I was just like, as a kid, I didn't understand. I was like, why do people want to watch this? It's so much drama. The mom there, she was into that drama. She was like super into it. And then, like Gilmore Girls, right? You have the really close bond with like the mother and the daughter. But then I was just like, oh my god, Rory, and then her like love story. I was just like, girl, you're a hot mess. I understand you're going through life, but my god. I was just like, oh my god, what is happening? Mind you, I was a kid, and so these are like my first exposures to like the Western side of relationships in TV shows. And so compared to like some of the other Asian dramas that I've seen, I was just like, what is happening? Because when in the Western side of the world, they're all about drama in their shows. It's very dramatized. It's all about like the angst. It's all about the feels. It's all about the yearning, Yeah. And then in Gossip Girl, you just have a bunch of people gossiping about each other, backstabbing each other, and then having like mixed feelings about each other. And then you have people that fall in love with each other, but because they were, toxic, they end up not being able to like follow through with it. And they're just like, okay, well, we're not gonna work out. I didn't get into the shows until later in life anyway. I watched Gossip Girl in college, I think, and I watched like episodes from season 1 and 2 of Gilmore Girls on reruns. I didn't watch seasons 3+ until college too. Yeah, when I was in university, I watched The Office. I was more into like comedy back then in university because there was already enough drama happening, back in high school. And so I was like, in university, I just want to chill. I just want to watch like The Office and The Good Place and Parks and Recs and stuff like that. I'm from Mexico and I have no idea how my mom can walk so well when she goes to other countries alone, because when we went to Canada, I was in charge of directions. Another group stuck with us because they also didn't speak English. It's scary, yeah. It can be very scary, right? Especially if you're going to another place, especially another country where, it's spoken in a language that you're not as familiar with. And so, yeah, I feel like it is very scary. And so your mom being able to do that so well is something to give props to. I have not watched Love Island, nor am I interested in Love Island. I'm okay. Like I've seen people talk about it on social media, and I'm just like, I'm good. I don't want to watch Love Island. I'm okay. The only thing that I've watched in terms of like the reality TV nowadays is like Love is Blind. And that was just because the concept of it intrigued me, I thought it was intriguing to see if people could fall in love, without seeing each other's face, falling in love with their personality, like people talk about first, and then seeing if they can, make it through the hurdles and trials. But even that, I remember the first few seasons, it was okay. Like they focused more on that, especially for like Japan, Love is Blind Japan, right? But then nowadays, I feel like Love is Blind has definitely gone more towards like the drama route as well, along with other shows. And so I don't really like it as much anymore. I liked it in the beginning, but not as much nowadays, because it's just more focused on the drama. Pre-college, I mostly watched Nickelodeon Disney shows and these shows. Then college, I was into the emotes taking over. Into the drama and witchy shows. Oh yeah. Charmed, I watched with my mom as well. I watched with my mom when I was like super young because Charmed was airing on TV. And so that was also another show that Mom Vera made me translate for her, even though I was a kid and did not know half the words that they were saying. Especially with Charmed, I was so confused on how to translate the stuff they were saying because they're talking about witchcraft and they're talking about all this other stuff that I did not know. And so I didn't know how to translate to my mom. I just remember one of the sisters was naked on top of a horse. And I was just like, oh, what am I watching? I did mention Parks and Rec's Mod Rocker. I love Parks and Rec's. Parks and Rec's has so many memes that I really like, you know, or just songs like in the first season, the Pit song, right, by the person that Chris Pratt, is that his name? Chris Pratt plays, right? The pit, gonna get into the pit. I fell into the pit. My favorite character in Parks and Rec's though is Chris Traeger. Chris Traeger is like my all-time favorite character in Parks and Rec's. He's just so funny. He's such a funny character, and he also has like his, you know, character development arc. I really love Chris Traeger. He's my favorite character, especially like the moment that they introduced him, and he calls himself like the superhuman, and he's like this multivitamin. It's the multivitamin I take every day, and it's just like this gigantic multivitamin pill. I don't know why, it made me like laugh. But yeah, I like shows like that back in university. Parks and Recs and all that jazz. Except for The Office. I feel like with Parks and Recs, whenever I go back and rewatch it, I feel like I just have to skip the first season, because the first season is just like some of the jokes in there I just skip over because I'm just like, oh my god. And so yeah, when it comes to Parks and Recs, I tend to skip the first season if I rewatch it, or at least like up until the season where it gets to Chris Traeger being introduced. That's when I start watching. And then with The Office, I also skip like the first 2 seasons, and then I'll like rewatch. Heck yeah, Chris, Ron, and Andy are I loved April. April was so funny. But I really loved the bond that Ron and April had. I was just like, oh, I love their bond as it developed, especially in like the later seasons of Parks and Recs. I know, I remember Silva. I know she was under a spell, but it's just like back then though, as a kid, I was just like, what am I watching, you know? Because every time, even if there was like a scene of someone kissing, my dad would be the one to like cover my eyes. He'd be like, don't look, Elvira, don't look. And I'm just like, and then, you know, then when, you know, Dad Vera is not at home, right? I'm home alone with Mom Vera. She's having me watch stuff like this. And so it felt like it's something that I should not be watching, you know? It felt like something that Dad Vera would be like, don't look, Elvira, don't look. But Mom Vera didn't really mind. She was just like, yeah, I just want you to translate for me, you know? And then you can go play your game afterwards. I'm like, okay, Mom. All right. Like, I'll translate for you. Regarding realities, I only watch cooking shows. I love cooking shows. I used to be super into MasterChef. All my classmates and I were like super into MasterChef. Oh my god. I really like Chop too. Chop was intriguing because of the whole, you know, creativity aspect with the ingredients that you got from the box. But yeah, I really liked Chopped and MasterChef. Hi, Lord Agent. Welcome on in. I'm doing well. How about you? How you doing today? No, I'm still trying to get it right now. I became an otaku when I was 8, and it's impossible for me to get other media types except animation. Nothing changed during college. Oh, that's fine. If you like, you know, a certain form of like a media of entertainment, and that's what is your bread and butter, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? I have other people that also feel the same way too. Like their bread and butter is also anime or it's cartoons, right? And so they just kind of like stick with that. I think for me, I grew up with a lot of media, you know? I, once again, would be exposed to like reality TV shows, you know, because of Mom Vera, or other shows that had drama, you know, through Mom Vera. And then I would watch cartoons on TV, on like Saturday cartoons. So I was exposed to like, you know, westernized cartoons. And then anime, I was exposed to more so when I found the internet, you know? And then from there, I just kind of like, I've had interest in all these forms of media growing up. And so I just kind of cycle through different phases. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I want to watch anime. Oh, yeah, I want to read manga. Oh, yeah, I want to watch cartoons. Oh, I want to watch K-dramas, you know? For me, it's always been a cycle of things I do. Because for me, I get really focused and like sucked into the medium that I'm into at the moment. And then after I get burnt out, I switch to like a different form of entertainment. It's really bad, but yeah, I get super sucked into it. Same thing with games too. Like I would play games until I got tired of it. And then I would go back to like watching anime. And so if you're someone that has like one form of media that you like, then that's perfectly fine too, if that's what you like. The freshest thing in this kitchen is that pigeon. Yeah, when it comes to Gordon Ramsay, I feel like there are so many like quotes that you have from Gordon Ramsay, especially from MasterChef. Oh, but he's so sweet though. I still can't get over how sweet he is, you know, for the kids, the MasterChef kids. I'm just like, oh, he's so sweet to them. I'm just like, that's really kind, you know, of him to be so. It's like when people talk about like Gap Moe, right? It feels like Gap Moe, seeing like the difference of how he interacts, you know, with adult chefs versus junior chefs. You're just like, oh my gosh. Hi, Bean. Welcome on in. How you doing today? Hi. Hello. Today is the day. I hope today is the day I get my shiny as well. I hope so. Yeah, I've seen the videos of him interacting with his daughter and his kids. I'm just like, oh, he's such like a sweet dad, you know? And he talked about it. He said, especially for like Hell's Kitchen, he would purposely like ramp up his anger for like TV purposes, you know? Entertainment purposes. Magikarp is so undercooked, it's still splashing around in the pan. Not the splashing around in the pan. You know, when I found out that there were Pokemon foods in game, it horrified me. I was just like, what do you mean? There's a dish with a Slowpoke tail. But then they're like, no, Slowpoke tails naturally fall off. And I was like, okay, that's cool. But then they had dishes with Magikarp in the picture that was clearly Magikarp, even though they didn't say it. And I was just like... It's good to have different options of entertainment. I'm just one-track minded. Me and my mom watch anime too, so now I have someone to discuss rare titles to. Like I said, you know, when it comes to your entertainment or any sort of thing that you do, if you enjoy it, that's all that matters, you know. I would say if anyone tries to say something about how you like to enjoy entertainment, that person's weird, because at the end of the day, it's how you want to enjoy things, right? It's like with gacha games and how we talk about like the meta. You know, a lot of gacha games you do for yourself. And if people are trying to push their agendas onto you and how you want to, or how you're supposed to enjoy your game in a game like that, right? Where it's not competitive, there's no like PvP. That's a little weird. And I think that's really cute. I think that's so wholesome that, you know, you got your mom into anime too. Like if I ever have a kid, you know, and my kid would want me to check out their interests, I would be overjoyed. I think that's so sweet, you know, because if anything, I feel like it's like the opposite, where there's a lot of you know, children that don't want their parents checking out the stuff that they like because they're like, oh my god, that's so cringe. So I think that's really wholesome. Okay, that's really sweet. I was like that too with Bro Vera. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I got Bro Vera to check out my games and my shows I was also interested in, so that I had someone to talk to about it. And so Bro Vera and we talk to each other a lot about stuff that we like, because we just ended up having similar interests. And that's why we get so excited whenever we meet other people that are also into our interests, because growing up it just felt like not a lot of people really liked our how to describe it, like, it felt like not a lot of people liked some of the stuff that we liked. And so it's really cool when you find someone that likes a game that's like more niche, and you're just like, wow, we can talk about it. Nom noms on the Krabbies and the Kinglers. No, not the Krabbies and the Kinglers. I've seen the artwork of Ramsey screaming at Link. Link? Scarlet and Violet got bacon, hamburger. I saw that too, Lord Agent. Yeah. Every time I see Pokemon as food, I'm just like, oh my god. I just pretend not to see. I'm just like, I do not see. Oops, sorry, I hit my controller. The number. Don't worry, Derpy. In a second here, it's gonna be 6666. I love it when I talk about small. Oh wait, never mind. I read the rest of your sentence, Bean. I was gonna be like, yeah, small indie game, and then I saw League of Legends, and I was just like, oh, wait a minute, that's a little different. That's not an indie game. That's not that small either, you know. That's like me in Lost Ark. Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, Derpy recently got back into Lost Ark. He's back in. He's back again. But yeah, I'm not a League of Legends girly. I have not played League a lot in my life, and I would like to keep it that way. It's just not my cup of tea. Nothing against it. It's just not my my jam. Oh no, Bio. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but Lost Ark has hit that point where it is considered like an older MMORPG. You know, the timeline. It's hit that like timeline of MMORPGs where it's gone a bit older. Arcane's really good. Yeah, they did a really good job with Arcane. Arcane, they definitely made into a show where it's like, if you did watch League of Legends, if you played League of Legends, there's like little tidbits and Easter eggs that really stick out to you, you know? And you're just like, oh my god, it's like in the game. But then for Arcane, if you're not a League of Legends player, you can still enjoy it. And I think that's the best way to go about shows like that, where it is based off a game or based off a book or something like that. Right? It's cool when they have Easter eggs for people that are fans of like the previous form of media that it's inspired off of. But I think it's also really great also in terms of like business, if they're able to have it be enjoyable for others that aren't as familiar with like the niche, you know? And so yeah, Arcane did a really good job. Arcane did a really good job at keeping the story once again filled with Easter eggs for people that are familiar with the game, but then also still digestible for those that have not played the game. I haven't watched second season, Maxi, so and also I haven't played League, so I don't know how much of the story changes. Okay, but I did hear that it was really good. I really want to watch the second season. They said all the changes they did are canon now, and all the old stuff is gone. No, Maxi! Oh, I can kind of feel the frustration with that, yeah, because as like a long time fan of the franchise, I can only imagine what it'd be like, you know, to have the stuff that was canon to you before just be switched up, you know, all of a sudden. Oh, I'm so sorry, Maxi. Oh man, that sucks. I heard Jinx changed a lot too. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Like her story from like the game versus the show? I think I heard a little bit about Jinx. Arcane was good, but a lot of those characters had darker and better lore. I think a lot of times they'll do that too, where it's like when things are a bit darker, they'll make it not as dark, because once again, you know, dark stuff is not digestible, you know, to like the norm. Right? And so it's not gonna be something that people are gonna be as interested in. And so I feel like, yeah, sometimes they just make it a little more, once again, digestible for more of like the normies in terms of for the darker stuff, right? Because not everyone's going to like darker stuff. It's like with Higurashi, you know, Higurashi, they have the really dark side of the anime, which is like the main part of it. But then they have like the spin-off series. Same with like Fate. Fate has like, you know, Fate, the Carnival Phantasm, right? And then Higurashi, they also have like the spin-off series where it's more like slice of life. And so it's there to have a more like digestible side of the characters for people that aren't a fan of the darker stuff. But it sucks that they didn't make it an option and that they made it into something that swapped out the older lore. It's like, you know, if we want to talk about it, it's like Disney, you know? Disney, I don't know if I want to burst your bubble, but a lot of the Disney princesses are based off of like other stories that are a lot darker. The Disney versions of Disney princesses are a lot more family friendly, a lot more like normie accepted in society. Yeah. I don't know about Tarzan. I just know that, yeah, the Disney princesses specifically, there's like the Grimtail version of them, and it's very dark. It's very dark. Yeah, Cinderella's is dark. Cinderella was probably like the most gruesome one that I read about. And then the Little Mermaid one was like sad. Like, for example, okay, I think Little Mermaid can talk about, all right? But Little Mermaid essentially, you know, at the end of the Disney movie, she gets her happy ending, you know? She is able to stay as a human, right? And be with Prince Eric and get married and all that jazz, right? But in like the Grimtails version, just to kind of keep it as like PG as possible, she does not stay as a human. She actually has a pretty sad ending where she turns into bubbles and disappears. Yeah. So it's just, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in society that you guys might not know about, but they're based off a lot of like darker stories because once again, they just have like an adaptation that's more accepted by society in the broader sense, you know? Oh no, Bean! I learned about that too. Yeah, my high school literature class is also where I learned about like the Grimtail versions of Disney princesses. Yeah. Princess and the Frog, dude, the lady picks up the frog. What? Wait. Like in the story that it's based off of, I watched Disney and the Frog and I feel like I don't remember that. Oh, you have the Grimtails book? I thought about it. Cause I was gonna do the bedtime story ASMR, which I still haven't gone around doing. But I was looking into bedtime stories and then I stumbled upon the Grimtails book. And I thought about it, right? I was like, oh, I could probably do that for like Halloween. Maybe I'll do like a Grimtails ASMR book reading video. I thought that'd be interesting to listen to. Becoming Seafoam! Not that that's life. Hi, Orange. Welcome on in. Yeah, I would say it's probably best to not bring in details about the Grimtail stories just because it can be a little much for people. It can make them a little squeamish and queasy. That's why I didn't really talk about it. But yeah, stuff like that. Detail K is... I was like shocked. When I read it, I was just like, oh my god, it's dark. Like dark, you know? Because there are people that will say like it's dark, but it's not that dark. But then there's like dark stuff and you're like, oh my goodness gracious. The original story, she cries about losing something, so the frog gets it back in exchange for friendship. He never gets because she... Oh. Yeah, adaptations are interesting, you know? I feel like it's interesting to look at adaptations of stuff. You're just like, huh. Interesting. Trying to get a shiny turtwig for a diamond. Good luck, Lord Agent. I hope you're able to get your shiny turtwig. He shows up at the castle and the father is mad she didn't hold her end of the bargain. So the frog gets comfy and she don't like it, so she... Oh my god! Was the frog okay? Not her checking the frog. Have you seen a story that is so dark and edgy that turns around and becomes boring or silly? Like what happens with... Yeah, I feel like I have. I've seen some anime that had like a really good premise and then halfway through, like especially in like the second season, it just kind of like falls off, unfortunately, you know, like with a lot of shows or anime that have like a second season. Usually the first season does really well and then second season they try to mash the hype up so much that it just doesn't feel the same. You're just like, oh. But I feel like for like example, for like Promised Neverland, you know, it was dark, but not super dark. But I think it did a good job with the second season. American McGee, the guy who made those dark and disturbing. I did not. I don't think I remember it. Oh, was it the one where Alice in Wonderland was a lot more dark aesthetic? I do not care. At this point, I do not care. As long as I get a shiny, I do not care about the gender of the Piplup. I think that would be asking for way too much. Oh, no, you're fine, Kay. You're fine. Yeah. It was just like a heads up for further details. So you're fine. No worries, Kay. I feel like, because for me, I don't mind talking about stuff like that, but just like for the general, sake of the community, I know not everyone's comfortable with it, and so that's why I was just mentioning that it'd be best to not go into further details. But yeah, no worries. If it was something more serious, then I would definitely bring it up. Made a game called Grimm where you play as a weird little guy who hates how fairy tales have become so cutesy and family friendly and takes it upon themselves to make the stories as dark. Oh my goodness. What's crazy, Elle? The frog turns into a prince, and then suddenly the girl is like, let's get married. What the heck? Okay, I'm really happy they decided to not go with that for the movie, the Disney adaptation. Pose a new stream title? What is it? Don't change it yet, but what is the one that you want to pose? Okay, Derby. Yeah, if you want to change that. Oh, it's not Mystery and Peak. I did Mystery later, Peak later, because I didn't know which one I would do. Oh, but you can take out the comma for this number. 6,675. I don't do commas in my titles. I don't know why, don't ask me. I just think it looks a little cleaner. There's less characters in some spots. Okay, 6,666. Will this be a shiny Piplup? That is the question. It is not! It is not! 6666 is not the shiny Piplup. Alright. About 10 more. About 10 more. I feel like in old fairy tales, it used to be told to kids to teach them lessons. I don't know, Silva. I don't know about that. For the Grimtail ones, I don't know if there's a lesson to be taught there. It's kind of dark. It's kind of dark. I know, Gamer King, the number on the side. My stream lagged first. Imagine! Oh my god, imagine it lags and then it actually popped up like, surprise! Oh, no worries. I got that. I can fix that part of the title. Mystery, or Peak. Later. Okay. No riot, no riot. Oh no, for sure, Lord Agent. You know, they've done remakes in a set pattern, and so 100% we're gonna get. Well, I don't want to say 100%, but I'm 99.9% sure that they're gonna give us a black and white remakes next year, because we have Pokemon Legends ZA this year. So next year, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give us the remake. Yeah, because the new game Scarlet and Violet had just come out before this year, right? And so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that, because it's always, it used to be remakes, new game, and then remakes, new game. But now with Legends, it's like new game, Legends, and then remakes, you know? And so they have a set pattern that they follow. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have Gen 6. Gen 4, not Gen 6, Gen 5 next year, and then Gen 6 would be in like 2 years from now. Yeah, the Grimm fairy tales were not the originals. That is true. That is very true. I learned about the Princess and the Frog was when I did an origins research on... You did not! It stemmed from shiny Politoed? Okay, that's kind of funny. No, shiny Politoed! When I was a kid, my mom would tell me about these small dwarves that lived in the forest, and their houses were tiny hills that if we stepped on them, they would get revenge. Oh my god! You mean like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs style? That's horrifying, Rage C. I would be so scared. Ringaran, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Did you see Huntrix becomes the first? Hey, let's go! I'm so happy. I see all the people talking about how apparently some people are salty about Huntrix and Saja Boys, you know, like charting, like topping the charts. Because they're like, oh, it's a fictional, you know, movie and blah, blah, blah. But they're still a group. I think it still counts, and I think it's really cool. Going up, 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 it's our moment. yes, I forgot. Yeah, if you guys have been enjoying, you know, my Peak streams, I'm not sponsored, but Peak is on sale this week with the Mesa update. And so if you guys want to, you know, check out the Mesa update and get Peak, it is on sale. And it's already a very affordable game anyway. So for them to put it on sale, that's very generous of them. You avoid the forest? Heck yeah, I would do the same thing too if I heard, especially a story like that. Like, I already avoid the forest now because the forest kind of scares me. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm by myself. And so, yeah, hearing that type of story as a kid, I would avoid it like the plague. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Giratina did not come through. I don't know, would you say Giratina or Arceus? Arceus? Oh, it was regular Polito, but because I was ranking shinies popped up, I went I included that, I see. I mean, of course, like obviously, yeah, a lot of like stories, like fairy tales, urban legends, you know, all that jazz. A lot of it at the end of the day, you know, superstitions, right? A lot of it is to hello, can I English? They're usually told, you know, yeah, to kind of help prevent children from doing things because, you know, fear mongering, oh, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it do be like that back in history, and even nowadays. Going up, it's our moment. Da, 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 da. I just got golden out of my head. Put it back in! Put it back in, Silva! Put it back in! Free! Or put free into your head. Yeah, the hard moon! The hard moon is not coming apart. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. If you can't fall asleep to music, having a song stuck in your head is very annoying. I like to fall asleep to music, so for me that doesn't happen. I used to... God, back during my, you know, my like depresso espresso days in like middle school, I used to have this like playlist of sad songs I listened to fall asleep. God, I was so like... I was just like a... I wouldn't call myself like an edgy, like, adolescent, but yeah, I was like, I'd be very like depresso espresso and just listen to like sad music, you know, all day, every day on my iPod. My iPod Nano, to be specific. And you might think, what kind of sad songs, Elvira, did you listen to? All sorts of sad songs. I listened to, you know, sad songs from Vocaloid. I used to listen to sad songs from anime. I used to listen to sad songs from the radio. All the sad songs. You should look up the origins of Arcanine. Oh, okay. I that sounds interesting. Yeah, I heard a lot about the like pseudo legendaries and then the Pokemon that should be pseudo legendaries, like Arcanine. I don't know. Arcanine's not pseudo legendary, right? Yeah, there's lots of cool stories about those Pokemon. I'll definitely look it up, Ninja. Thank you for letting me know. When I was younger, I listened to music to go to sleep, but I can't be the same song on repeat. Plus, listening is different than my brain just not shutting off because of music repeating in my head. Oh. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I can listen to a song on repeat the entire night and knock out. I do that already. Like literally before stream, I had a song on repeat for like 10-20 minutes before I started the stream. Because if I like a song, it'll be on repeat over and over and over and over. Used to fall asleep to metal before you swap to YouTube to fall asleep. Hey, you know, if it works, it works. Hi, Benz. Yes. So you, as well as a lot of people, have been very kind in suggesting other ways that would be easier to hunt for a shiny starter. But it's not the idea of like, I want a shiny Piplup because I just want a shiny Piplup starter. It's more so, it's a challenge. The challenge is that I'm trying to challenge myself to get a shiny for the first time ever through starter method. And so it's more for like challenge purposes. You know, I like to challenge myself, and I've caught Pokemon in many ways. I've caught Pokemon through the Masuda method. I've caught Pokemon through the call for help method. I've done shiny hunting through the horde method. And so I've done pretty much almost every method of shiny hunting except for Poke Radar successfully. And so for me, it's just a challenge. It's like another challenge of wanting to go for the shiny starter method. And so I just want to get it through the starting screen. And then once I'm done, I will never do it ever again. So yeah, it's not really the shiny Pokemon that's the goal. It's more so just the method of accomplishing it through this method to get the shiny. Yeah. She may not be stubborn. Hey, you don't have to say that, bye, okay? All right, I prefer persistent. Just kidding, I'm pretty stubborn. I am very stubborn because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to have goals and have challenges, you know, and to be ambitious. Even if it's like game-wise, I'm just like, it's kind of fun, you know? I like the challenge. Yeah, your range. Yeah. I feel you. I listen to a song and repeat until I get... Yeah, I can listen to the same song for the entire month. Like, back when I was in university, every day on my way home and back, I would play the same song that I liked for that month over and over again. The entire 1 hour, I'd go home. I'd listen to the same song. The entire hour that I'd go back, listen to the same song for an entire month. And then once I got sick of it, I would be desperate and looking for like another song. Like, what's the next song? What's the next song? I need the next song. And then, you know, it's such a different feeling. Like when you find that a song that just like hits just right, you're just like, oh yes, this is the one. This is my new, like, you know, hyperfixation song. You're like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. It's like with K-pop Demon Hunters, all the songs are so good. And so I was just like, wow, all these songs I could just listen to on repeat over and over again, man. It's just so good. And for me, it's been golden recently. At first it was What It Sounds Like, and then I went to Your Idol, and now it's golden, but it's slowly trickling to Saja Boy's Soda Pop. Very completionist. I wouldn't call myself a completionist, but in the sense of like, I guess, completing all the shiny hunting methods, maybe. Yeah! Oh, we did pass 6,669. We did. I didn't even think about that bio. I can listen to albums on repeat, and I listen to the same song, but I try not to anymore nowadays. It's just an earworm that interferes with me falling asleep. I see. When I was younger, it would interfere with my sleeping. Be like me, Silva. Just be sleep deprived, and then you just knock out. I feel like I haven't. I fall asleep so fast because I'm so tired at the end of the day. I think I'm just like permanently sleep deprived. Once I go into the bed, I knock out so fast. I'm just like. How it's done is my obsession. How it's done. Happiness, listening to the same song over and over again, fitting into society. You must pretend to like the latest songs that are new or trendy, even if you don't actually like said songs. See, I feel like I was like that too when I was younger, but then as I got older, especially because I like songs, for example, that weren't as mainstream as nowadays, you know, like anime songs or Vocaloid. You know, back then, not a lot of people really liked Vocaloid, or at least from what I knew. Ninja!
6,675 is when it will appear.
Ninja.
Let's get it.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Yes, 4 more resets until the prediction number. It will appear, I believe. Thank you, Ninja, for the 100 bits. But yeah, I think for me, like, with liking Nightcore and Vocaloid and anime, you know, at that point in my life, I think that like middle school me was when I just kind of like stopped caring. I was like, you know, I don't really care. I just kind of kept things to myself. But in general, I was more of someone that kept to myself as well, you know? And so people would talk about stuff like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift. Oh yeah. One Direction, you know, all that jazz. But I didn't really listen to their songs. And so I wouldn't have anything to say to contribute to the conversation, you know? I mean, I did like Taylor Swift songs like Love Story and Enchanted, right? But I didn't really have a lot to say. I didn't really fit in with the norm, you know, in society because of many factors. And so I just kind of kept to myself. You know, I had my group of friends And then for stuff like anime and Vocaloid and all that jazz, it wasn't until like high school when I made friends in an anime forum that I could really talk to about it. And then now I'm here now, you know, on Twitch, where we have our little community and corner on Twitch where, you know, there's a bunch of us that has similar interests, and it's really cool. I'm just like, wow, it's cool to say that I have friends, you know, that also have similar interests. Because I feel like with friends, you know, you can have all sorts of friends. You don't have to have the same hobbies to be friends with someone, you know? You don't have to have the same interests. You don't have to have the same blah, blah, blah. You can be friends if you're friends. And so I have friends that have similar hobbies. I have friends that do not have similar hobbies. And we're still friends, you know, but it's cool. It is cool, though, when you're able to talk to your passions to someone. Same thing, too, with partners, you know. They talk about it for, like, romantic partners. They're always like, oh, you know, it's easy to get with somebody if they have, like, similar hobbies and all that jazz. But you do not have to. Like, if you feel like you get along with somebody, you have chemistry with that person, and you guys aren't, like, twins, you know, in the sense of, like, you guys like the exact same thing, that's perfectly fine. There's a whole thing of, like, opposites attract, you know? There's the saying of, like, opposites attract. There's a saying that, you know, like-mindeds attract, right? And so it just depends. You don't have to have the same hobbies. You don't have to like the same things to be together with somebody, whether it be platonic or romantic, you know? Hi, Bunzy! Yeah, Hyper Big Beefy! Yeah. I didn't say Bunzy. Oh yeah, Bio. There's a lot of games. Even Fire Emblem. I think they talked about it. I saw a tweet yesterday about, I think, like, by popular demand, they're thinking about porting Fire Emblem Three Houses onto the Switch 2 as well, right? I don't know. That was a debate tweet, but I saw that and I was just like, oh, I love Three Houses. I love Fire Emblem. Cuckoo, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. I've had better sleeping habits the last few months. Before that, I could sit down in a chair. Oh, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I have gotten better sleeping habits too. Not as of like this week. This week I'm kind of like falling back to my old sleeping habits, which is bad. But yeah, I feel like if I lay down somewhere and I'm comfy, I can knock out. Unless it's in public. I don't like to take naps and sleep in public. I need to be comfy. Back then at school, I had a special playlist to listen to when the cool guys were around me to not get... For my anime playlist, they were all heavy metal. Okay, I see. At first, I thought you were going the direction of, like, you had a playlist that you played when you saw cool guys walk by to give off, like, that movie experience, you know? Of, like, the slow motion of the cool guys walking by you and you're playing, like, Love Story or something. But then it went in a different direction. So ignore my initial reaction. But... oh my goodness. Not get bullied. Bullying's not cool. That's not cool. People especially, you know, that do bullying for any reason whatsoever, that's just not cool, man. Matt, I'm so sorry you had to do that, Kay. That's so... God. I hate people that make other people feel like that. They have to do stuff, you know, where they have to act a certain way or do certain things to, you know, not quote unquote get bullied. And I'm just like, that's so messed up. No one should feel that way from anybody about their interests, you know? No one should be worried that they're gonna get bullied for liking something. The only thing that could make it better is a shiny bird. Bunsy! I'm glad to hear you're doing great. I hope I can also bring home this shiny Piplup for y'all. I think a lot of people will be relieved to see the shiny Piplup as well. Still find it wild, Fire Emblem became... You don't like it? You know, it's actually a big aspect as to why I got so sucked into Fire Emblem in the first place. Because I'm a really big fan of romance. And so the moment that I found out you can, like, pair them off, or that you can date the characters, I was like, oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, I can marry characters in game. I'm so happy I was able to get married to Dimitri. I'm a pretty big Dimitri fan, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I like Dimitri from Three Houses. He was my Fire Emblem Three Houses husbando. And I had so much fun Also, like pairing off the characters I wanted to be together. And so I got super sucked into it. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pair this person with this person because I ship them. And so I did everything in my fiber and being, not to even just like beat the game. Like beating the game for me was like the chill part. The hard part for me of Fire Emblem Three Houses was making sure that the couples I want to pair off would actually get together, you know? And the way that you pair off people in game in order to guarantee that they get with the person that you ship them with, you need to like have them like combine attacks together. You have to have them like attack near each other because then their bond increases. And then you have to see their heart events in the game, you know, after every like battle or so. And so you're limited on the bond time that you can see their bond events, as well as how much they can bond together. And so for me, I was on top of it. I had a notebook. I was like, okay, you're gonna go with this person. I need to pair them with this person. Yeah, the real game for me, the real challenge was the dating part of all the characters. the combat part was also fun too, but I feel like that part I was able to, I feel like after the time skip, I was pretty set on my characters and how strong they got. And so I was kind of chilling, not gonna lie. You bet I am, Space Gloop! I love shipping characters together. I think it's so cool that they had not just one, like for the cool thing of Three Houses is that it's not just like one set character you can pair each other off with. You can pair them off with like anyone that's available to be paired together. There are some characters that don't have romantic routes with each other, so it is limited a little bit, but pretty much you could ship, you know, people with people. It could be like, you can ship this girl with that girl, you can ship this girl with that guy, you can ship this person with that person, yada yada yada, right? And so it was cool. It was really cool. And I can say that I'm happy to announce that all of my ships got together. I took a screenshot. At the very end during the credits of like, because there's like a little blurb. They have a little blurb at the very end of Three Houses where it talks about like what happened after the battle, like after the war ended. And it talks about like, oh, okay, this person, they got married, or this person had a child, or this person, they went off to be, you know, generals and stuff like that, you know? So it was cool. I was just like, wow, they have lore for all the couples. Okay, I'm done. I'm done fangirling. Sorry. I get a little excited, you know, just a little bit about romance in games. Just a little bit, you know? We'll have a little fun playing some Cupid. I blame it on Harvest Moon. Because Harvest Moon as well, you know, they had like rival events. And so, yeah, it started from my Harvest Moon days where I would have certain rivals get together. Alright. Will it be a shiny at 6,675? Da, 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 da. No! It is not a shiny. Alright. Here you go. Take your points, chat. Take your points. For the doubters. You win. Wait, oh my god! It was 50-50 for the prediction. What the heck? I feel like I haven't seen that in the entirety of all the predictions that we've done. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Yes, you can ship them Rage C. I don't know if it applies for all Fire Emblem games, but for Three Houses you can. Like for example, I shipped Sylvain and Ingrid together. Because they felt like, I don't know, it was kind of cute. It was like, they bantered a lot together, you know? I was like, that's kind of cute, Sylvain and Ingrid. But then some people were like completely against it. Like they were opposite. They were like, I never want Sylvain to get with Ingrid. They're like, he doesn't deserve Ingrid. I love about the bonding of Fire Emblem is that it's right. Yes, it's beneficial and strategic as well. Because yeah, you can combo attacks and stuff like that. If they pair well together too. There are so many times that their bond actually helped me get through the battles. Same thing with Pokemon too. I don't know if you guys remember, but in some Pokemon games, there's like a little Pokemon like Amity Square in your Pokedex for the touchscreen. And I think it was like in Pokemon X and Y, where if your Pokemon was like a high enough affection level, it actually affected the gameplay in the battles and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt like it made the battles a lot easier because I think, if I remember correctly, for X and Y, if you had the Pokemon affection at the highest level, there was a chance that if they got poisoned, they would get rid of their poison for you. For example, you know, it's like, this Pokemon, I don't know, like Aurora's. It's like, Aurora's freed itself from poison out of love for you, or something like that. And I was just like, that's really cute. But at the same time, it felt like it kind of is like you kind of cheesing through the battles, because yeah, you need to use like antidote and stuff like that. Also, Marshmallow Jet is that. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen you, Marsh. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for that resub at 55 months. I hope you're doing well. It's so nice to see you again. Thank you so much for 55 months, Marsh. How have you been? Oh my god. I feel like we haven't talked in a million years. I hope life has been treating you well. It's very nice to see you again. Let me do the next prediction, by the way. Wait! I'm going to do the prediction before it pops up. Okay. Prediction. Okay, if you guys are on Twitch and you want to vote again, the next one is going to be 6,600. No, 6,700 actually. Alright, so if you want to vote, feel free to vote as of right now. Okay? 6,700. So 25 more resets for today. I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I hope we're doing well too. I forgot to add one Effie clone to the games I listed. Oh, it's fine. No worries. Yeah. You can always edit it if you want to edit it. Bio. The bond. Yeah, right. The bond saving throws. It's like you get the bond saving throws. So there was like one where it would like get rid of poison. It would get rid of paralysis. There's some other things too where it would essentially, if it was about to get KO'd, the Pokemon, it would end up holding on essentially by 1 hit point because of the love it has for you. Exactly. Yeah. Right. And so I just remember it felt so easy. It felt way too easy. Like I don't know if it was just me, but yeah, I just felt like X and Y was disappointingly easy because of it. And I really liked X and Y too. Like I loved Prince. Oh, what was her name? Diana, right? Or Diane? Was it Diane or Diana for the champion? Like she was cool, but once again, because all my Pokemon at that point were like all fully bonded. Diantha, that's her name. Thank you. But yeah, because all my Pokemon were fully bonded, I pretty much breezed through the fight with her because of all of the survival, like the KO survive or the poison / like frozen extraction that they do naturally. And so I was just like, oh, it felt a little too easy. I guess like if you didn't want it to be easy, you would just not build up the bond with your Pokemon. But I don't know, I just really like playing with my Pokemon. Yeah, it felt very easy. Very easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not the Hajime no Ippo move. I don't know what that means. I know Hajime no Ippo, but I don't know it enough to know what the move is you're referencing. Alright. First reset is not it. Thank you, Meow. I appreciate that. Thank you for voting positively. I did not get a chance to check that out yet, Bio. I've been prepping for the birthday stream, and so I've been very busy replying to some people that I'm working with. But I'm excited. Also, Kagu and Harry, thank you for the follows as well. I'm so sorry I missed those. Thank you. Some peepos, like people. Sometimes I say people like peepos. So I can see why it sounds like peepos. The people. Man, I put in some hot water because I made some hot water when I woke up. But I forgot that the Awalas are so good at retaining heat And so my water is hot right now, and I'm like, oh, it's a little hot today. It's a little hot today to have hot water, so I'm gonna try to leave my bottle open so that it doesn't retain the heat. Darn you, Wallace, for working so well. Half the time, the boxers who are about to fall down and KO end up holding on because of the support of their people. Really? Oh, I think that's cool. That's cool. In the anime sense, you're just like, yeah, yeah. But then, you know, when you're playing the game, you're like, come on, man, that's a little too easy. I don't know what that is, Rage-T. What is that? Hi, Black Iris. Welcome on in. How you doing today? You may not quite enjoy the older ones. Is there no dating in the older ones? I know Fire Emblem Engage has marriage, right? Well, I mean, you're a little gay engaged to all of them. Not in like the romantic sense, but you know what I mean. Me hoping Elvira chooses Mudkip. I'm sorry to say, but I was a Torchic girly. I loved my Torchic and my Blaziken and my Combuskin. That was one of my first starters, and I was super into my little baby. Little baby. Older games either had no dating at all, like the NES ones, or if they had support combos, they never go up to marriage. I know they had that though, right? For Birthright and stuff like that, or no? I'm pretty sure, right? Birthright and that whole entire series, like Conquest, they had marriage, no? I like Trico. Brovira was the Trico one. So he chose Trico, I chose Torchic. And then no one chose Mudkip, unfortunately, because only Brovir and I played with each other for, you know, our Pokemon duel games, right? We didn't have like a third cousin that would be there to play and choose like the third starter. Yeah, Brovir and I always played Pokemon together. We'd always have the opposite game. So if I had Pearl, he had Diamond. If he had Black or White, I would have the other one, and vice versa. You know? Fates had that, but anything before Awakening was more limited, basically. Yeah, I think I got into Fire Emblem around Fates, so unfortunately, yeah, I was not as familiar with the older ones until a friend of mine, actually, she's more into Fire Emblem. She was the one that actually introduced me to Fire Emblem through Heroes, and so she showed me one of the older games, and I was like, oh snap, that's Lynn. I know Lynn and Hector. They're from Fire Emblem Heroes. But it was the actual game where they're from, right? And I was like, oh my god, it's Lynn. It's Hector. It's Ike. We love Ike. You like Ike. Hi, Delmond. How you doing today? Welcome on in. It's a narrative RPG with card-based fights. You basically grow up on an alien planet and experience life and love. Oh, okay. That's cool. I mean, I love games that are like, you know, dating sims or visual novels that have romance, and so yeah, I'm always down to play games like that. Oh yeah, meow. Oh, that's really cool. I can say, however, that romance is a big part in genealogy of the Holy War, but without support combos. Heck, you actually can have different children depending on whether you pair up your units or not. I know! I didn't know that Lynn and Hector were like a thing. I didn't realize that they could end up with other people. I always thought Lynn and Hector were like a set, like canon couple. I'm doing well, thank you for. It's a little hot today, so I feel a little warm, but aside from that, I'm okay. It's because there's no AC in the apartment, and so I just have a fan in the room here. It's like a ceiling fan. No, I'm saying I thought it was canon because for me, when I was introduced to Fire Emblem, I would see Hector and Lynn always talk about things together, right? And then all like the art of them together. And so I thought they were canon. I always thought Hector and Lynn were like a guaranteed thing, you know? Like you had Hector, you had Lynn, and then you had Ike, who was like the third wheel. And so I was just like, wow, that's so cute. And then I found out that it was not canonical and that he can end up with other people. And it was so weird. In my eyes, Hector and Lynn will always be a thing for me. I spent a whole year trying to figure out the canon marriages for Fire Emblem Awakening. But after a year, I just gave up. Yeah, I think a lot of the relationships I knew about were based off of heroes and how they paired couples off with each other. As far as I remember, Lynn and Hector only ever get a deep romantic combo if you play Binding Blade on Hector mode. I don't know the games. I'm going based off heroes. The game, the app, the gacha. Ike's my favorite. Aw, yeah. Whenever I saw Ike interacting with Hector and Lynn and Heroes, I was like, that's so cute. You know, it felt like Lynn and Hector were like, you know, Ike's mom and dad. Even though they're interacting like friends. I was like, that's kind of cute. That's really cute, you know? Yeah, I don't know anything about the older games. If I wanted more knowledge from the older games, maybe I'll like bring on a, you know, Glacia one day, because she's the one that is very knowledgeable about like the older games. Have you noticed most of the protagonists in the series have defining features throughout the franchise? Marth, Crom, Ike, Lucina, all have blue hair and wield a special blade. That's true. That's very true. Same with like Byleth as well. You know, Byleth, right, technically has like dark blue hair until the time skip. And then same thing too with Fire Emblem Engage. In Engage, you have the Colgate hair, but you still have blue hair in the Colgate hair. You know? Soth and Makai are a cute couple. I always forget their name, but my favorite couple is that one guy that's a villain. He's a villain. He has like black hair, and then his girl is like really pretty, but she has like a really sad fate, and she has, what is this? I think it's like Burr Cult or something like that. Let me see. I discovered them through Heroes as well, and I was just like, they are such a pretty couple. Fire Emblem Renia. It's Renia and not Adblocker. Burkut. I like them though. I like them for their story and for their aesthetics. They're such a cute look. They're a good looking couple. I'm just like, dang, they look so nice together. Especially in the one Heroes art of them together. I was like, wow, they look so good. Look. Here, let me find it for you. The art is so good. God. Okay. I just want their default Dan pose. Why? Okay, here we go. Hey, who did that? Hello? Save. They pretty much made like a fallen version of all the characters. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Fire Emblem Heroes has like literally a fallen character for every single, or fallen version for every single character. That's like their default, you know, if they don't have a character, a new character to pump out, they're like, you know what's next? Fallen version. Alright, you want a fallen version of Dimitri? Ha, fallen version of Dimitri. And look at this art. Oh my god. This artist, whoever this was that made this art and other art in Fire Emblem Heroes, I thought it was so pretty. I was a sucker for this art. I loved their outfits. It looks so good. I love Renia. Renia is so pretty. And then Burkut. I don't know. They're just a good looking couple, man. Especially in this picture right here. I was like, dang. So pretty. I have them too. I have this unit as well. This was like one of the last units that I got in Heroes. Gosh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. The art is so beautiful. A fun fact, actually, Renia, her design right here is kind of one of the inspos for the new outfit that I was thinking about in terms of aesthetics. But the one that I have for the 2.0 elevator isn't adopt. But there were some changes that I asked for that did kind of come based off of Renia's design here. And so, oh God, I love her design. I love it so much. Renia is so beautiful. So beautiful. I love outfits like that. If I could have an outfit like that in real life, I would wear that all the time in the winter. No, I know. I know there are actual characters that get corrupted in the story, but come on now. You gotta agree with me. There's so many fallen heroes that they just kind of like throw out in Fire Emblem Heroes now. It's kind of, at least for me, I just got kind of annoyed with it. I'm like, come on, man, give me something. Give me like a seasonal. I want something like a seasonal outfit. I'm a sucker for the seasonal ones, like the Christmas themed ones, or like the Valentine's Day themed ones, or the bridal ones, or so good. I really like bridal Sheeta. Gosh, she was so pretty. I like the seasonals, like the unique designs that you see in the heroes specifically. I know, right? Yeah, corrupted Ike was terrifying. I think it's also especially because, you know, like Ike is so honorable, and so to see him corrupted, it feels wrong, you know? You're just like, that's weird. Oh, you like Tharja's bridal version. They really went all out for her art. She looked completely different. She looked completely different from how I thought or how I'm used to her seeing her as. And so I was just like, dang, okay. Tharja in the bridal version gives off more of like a cutesier vibe in her face. You know what I mean? It's like a cutesier version of Tharja. She looks a bit younger too in her face, the way they drew her. Like she reminds me of more of like Yumeko from Kakegurui, as opposed to how Tharja usually looks like. More innocent, you know, even though she's not innocent. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know, she gives off yandere vibes. You don't expect her to be yandere, and then bada bing bada boom, she's a yandere. I know, art is so beautiful. That's why I like gacha games that have different artists that work on it, because it's cool. It's cool seeing all the different artists. I think I may have asked you before, but what house did you relate to the most? For me, I was Blue Lions all the way. Not just because of Dimitri, but I don't know. I really liked the Blue Lions. Like all the members, I just really liked a lot. You know, like Ingrid, I liked a lot. And so, yeah, I really connected to Blue Houses from their first impressions. And then afterwards, it'd be Golden Deer and then Black Eagles. Hi, Kaz! Yeah, bada bing bada boom. It's not... Okay, the first reason why was because of Dimitri, okay? Because the first time that I guess let's start liking Dimitri in Fire Emblem Three Houses is in that first meeting where you have that mock battle. And then you as the professor, you know, smile. And then Dimitri does this whole thing where it's like, oh my god, Professor, you look so cute when you smile, you know, because Violet isn't very expressive a lot of the time. And so I think he like goes off talking about like the smile and how he would love to see the smile more. And I don't know, it kind of made me flustered. I was just like, oh, okay, Dimitri. Because I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw his hair, I don't know, his hair, it's a little questionable the way that they made his hair before his time skip, you know? And so I didn't know if I liked him like that. But then after he said such sweet things to Professor, I just thought he was kind of cute. And then I actually didn't really know I was gonna like fully go for Dimitri until time skip Dimitri popped up. And then I was just like, oh, hello there. Oh my goodness. And then I started going in. Okay, I was like, all right, full ascend. I full ascend. I will have all the tea times with Dimitri. I love Dimitri. God, he's one of my favorite characters in Fire Emblem. Welcome back, Shiny Green Dino. Yes, we are going for Shiny Penguin. Oh, I'm glad, Monrocker. I'm glad that you are enjoying the yapping. I feel like I'm going a little overboard. I feel like I'm getting a little too passionate. And I feel bad too, because I can tell that when I listen to myself back in VODs, if I get excited or passionate or nervous, I talk really quickly, and I'm trying to purposely slow down my speaking so that I am comprehensible. Because when I start speaking too quickly, it starts to sound like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Like I start sounding like I'm speaking in animalese, you know? Oh no, Ninja! Not the message being checked again. I'm so sorry, Ninja, that we did not get it at 66.75. My girlfriend was in love with Blue Lions. Oh, she has good taste, you know. Not biased at all, you know. But I think she has some pretty good taste, yeah. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Blue Lions was just... I just really vibed with them. Like, I honestly, like, before deciding, I was just kind of stuck between Golden Deer and Blue Lions. But, I don't know. Something about the members of Blue Lions, I just really liked a lot of them, you know. I told myself, for the houses, it depends on which majority of people I like. And so majority of people I liked were on Blue Lions. And then I recruited every person I could available to join the Blue Lions. And so I think literally the only people that weren't recruited into Blue Lions was it was Edelgard. I forget her right-hand man's name. But that guy, because he's loyal to Edelgard. And then for Golden Deer, I think it was there was someone else in Golden Deer that did not join me because I was too late on recruiting them. But yeah, I literally recruited everyone to Blue Lions that I could. So we had this like gigantic team of people on Blue Lions. It was sad though. I've seen clips of it, you know, like if you were to play from like Edelgard's house and what happens to Dimitri, and I'm like, I can't play that route. Like I want to play all the routes, but I can't see him like that, man. Because, you know, with like Dimitri, I don't want to say too much, but at this point I feel like it's fine, right? It's been long enough. But yeah, it just feels like Dimitri just gets so lost, you know, without Professor finding him. And so it just, I don't know, it makes me really sad when I think about it. I'm just like, no, Dimitri, I can't leave you, man. Alright, this is 66.85. Not a superstitious person, but I'm counting on all your bad luck being absorbed by this game at some point. You know, we have talked about it, right? Like, all of my luck has been going towards other stuff throughout the week. Like, for example, whenever I play gacha games, Edelgard's really attractive. Oh my god. I mean, yes, Ninja, you're not alone. I have a lot of people that are also big fans of Miss Edelgard. I like her design. I haven't really interacted with her as much, you know, in terms of the game. Same with, you know, Golden Deer House. And so I feel like it just, like with Claude and Edelgard, I just don't know enough about them yet to give an opinion. But I did get to know Claude a bit more from Blue Lions route. Edelgard, I did not get to know her at all. For Blue Lions, and when you play Blue Lions, when you fight Edelgard and the Black Eagles, it just feels like another like enemy fight, I guess. Like, it's really sad, but it just feels, yeah, like there's no connection whatsoever between, you know, Blue Lions and the Black Eagles. You're just like, oh man. Considering we go from 1 out of 4,096 chance and we are at 66.85. Hey, alright. Like I said, the probability doesn't actually affect it because it's dependent. It's dependent on every time that we reset, it's a 1 in 4,096 chance. Every single time. You enjoy talking with her in Heroes. Probably won't like her either when I play 3 Houses myself. You say that, but she actually has one of the deepest stories, I feel like, from what people have told me, compared to all 3 Houses. And just in general, they said of 3 Houses, it's just really good to play through all 3 of them because you get to know each perspective deeper in a more personal sense. Not Elder Home! Excuse me. Oh god, that'd be nice though. yeah, get the triple lotto winner. I've always told myself if I ever like were to enter the lottery and win the lottery, I would just give it to my parents, you know? I want to retire them. I just want to tell them, like, you don't have to work anymore. Hi, Jackson. I agree with you. Never played. Oh my god. Would you want to, Jackson? Would you want to try out a Fire Emblem game? Alright. 6,687. I love the tropes in Golden Deer. You have your the nerds, your popular girl, your shy, outspoken girls, meathead, not so bright, dry, and confident, smexy man. Claude's confidence, though, yeah. Claude's confidence is definitely something that's hard to beat, you know? Let them go on cruises whenever they want. Actually, I don't think they would want to go on cruises. My parents, my dad, he'd be down, but Mom Beer would not be down. And so I feel like because Mom Beer would not be down, they would not go on a cruise because she is very much a homebody and she prefers to be in like a place of her own comfort. She's much an introvert. My dad's very much an extrovert. And so my dad would 100% be down, but Mom Beer would not be down. But, you know, at least I would want them to be able to, you know, enjoy themselves, right? Type of thing. Just like not have to worry about finances and not having to work another day in their life. I at least want to give that to them. Just be like, okay, you guys can chill. You can do your own thing now. Twitch will never allow me to talk about the only man in the game to make me fawn over them. Oh no! Is it talking about Claude? Are you being like auto-modded? They're like, hey, Ninja, calm down there. Calm down there. Hold your horses, sir. Hold down your desires over this man. Oh, Raisty, thank you for saying it's applaudable. But I think it's like it's something that I feel like I can say a lot of people think about in Asian families. You know, because it's like the whole like filial piety mindset if you're more traditional. So a lot of traditional families tend to think about that for their parents, you know? You're just like, you want to be able to take care of them in return for how much they're taking care of you. And so in the more like Western side of the world, right, it might not be the same as like you want to have them live with you, right? But it'd be nice to at least be able to just tell them that they can chill and be able to, you know, not have to work and do what they want without having to worry about the stress of finances and like take care of them from afar, essentially. 6,687 pimples on the wall. No, not the... Oh my god, I just realized you're referencing the songs. Da 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 da. I did not even say anything crazy, but Claude is literally my dude. I feel like Claude was so charismatic. I really wanted to play Golden Deer after Blue Lions because of Claude. I was like, dang, he sounds like a pretty cool leader. I was really curious too at what happened because there's something that happens that leads up to Claude reuniting with Blue Lions and Dimitri. And so I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of curious at what route they took. Hi, Sansai! We did not get a shiny Piplup at all, let alone a second one. And so I would hope we would even get one. Right, yeah, it's like, Rovia and I used to talk about that, right? Because for my relatives, like my grandma, she stayed with my uncle, you know? And so we used to talk about that as, Rovia and I used to talk about that as kids. We're like, all right, who's going to live with mom and dad when they grow up? You know, like who's going to take care of them? And we just kind of had the similar mindset that here, you know, in America, we don't really want to live under like the same roof, but we'd be down to like support them in the roof that they want. Because for Mom Vera and Dad Vera are very happy with the home that they have, right? And so both of us were like, yeah, we'd want to have like our own individual homes, you know, like move out and not stay under the same roof type of thing, but also still be able to support them enough that they can still enjoy their time in the home that they bought themselves. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, we've always talked about that growing up, just like how we'd be able to support them, but from afar, you know? The best game stream of the week. Hi, Himbo. Welcome on in. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like this segment. How you doing today, Himbo? Welcome on in. If you think about it, the Alliance did break away from our kingdom, so technically Claude is still... That's true. That's very true. Very, very true. Talking about moving away, but supporting parents and Himbo house husbands for hire shows up. Not the convenient. Hi, New. Welcome on in. If I haven't said hi to you yet today, I'm getting to the point. I've yapped so much, I'm starting to mix things up. Also, the real rabbit hole. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I love Himbo's name, by the way. Like, I don't know if I said that before, Himbo, but your username is so satisfying to look at because of the alliteration. Himbo house husband for hire. What do you mean, Sonzai? Did I not today? I'm sorry. Hi. Hello. I try to say hi to people when I can, but sometimes I will forget. I do apologize if I miss you. No, don't cry. No. Alright, 6,690. 90. We have 10 more resets for today. 10 more. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little starting to sweat a little bit because of how hot it is today. It's kind of toasty. I think it's just the room though, because it's a tiny room. And so back at home when I was in the basement, you know, it was cool. Even and a lot bigger without the... so I didn't really have to worry too much about the computer, my PC overheating my room. But now in this room, I can definitely feel the heat from the PC. And so I'm just like, oh my god, it's kind of hot. But I'm drinking water. I was just stay cool. Oh, it's still hot. The water's still hot. Canada's on fire! Is it really hot in Canada? Oh, I guess it depends. Maybe not in like Alberta, but maybe in Vancouver. Vancouver and Toronto. Thank you, Sanzai. Thank you. It's wild to think about it, huh? August is like whenever I think about August really does feel like it's like the last official month of summer, you know? And then once you're in September, you're practically getting ready for, you know, fall weather already. And so I'm just like, dang, it's almost the end of summer. Makes me sad. Or not sad, but bittersweet. End of summer is always bittersweet. Little fires? Wait, really? Oh my god, I hope people are okay. I saw on the West Coast. I didn't know, because, you know, I'm a East Coast girly. But I saw people talking about it, that if you're on the West Coast, especially during the summer, you have to worry about like dry fires. And I was like, what does that mean? And so they talked about, they're like, yeah, on the West Coast, there's a lot more dry heat, you know? And because of that, there's like a higher chance of like fire, you know? Little fires, like stuff catching on fire because of sparks. If there are sparks around areas such as plants, because of how hot and dry it is. And where I was at on the East Coast, it's a lot more humid. And so that wasn't really a thing that was mentioned. And so I was like, oh dang, it's like a whole new thing to think about here on the West Coast. Scary. So stay safe, y'all. Make sure you exercise that fire safety. Every time I hear August, I think it's October and I panic. Oh no. Don't worry. You still have a few months until October. I'm excited though for October, because October is TwitchCon. And I'll be attending this year. Yay! Exciting, first time. Yeah, end of summer, I don't know. It's not like it's the weather. It's just end of summer is always bittersweet. I don't know if it stemmed from like when I was in school when I was younger and how end of summer meant like you have to go back to school, or just like from watching all the rom-coms. A lot of rom-coms are like in the summer, and so it's like end of summer means like the end of like summer romance. And so I don't know, it's just like a feeling, a general feeling. A lot of songs too. There's a lot of songs that come out at the end of summer, which are also very bittersweet feels. And so it's just kind of always giving me like a bittersweet feeling. Not because summer is ending, but just the feeling in general of this time of the year, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like the song, for example, like Shoujo Rei, right? Shoujo Rei, it, like, gives off like that bittersweet feeling that I think summer kind of gives me. Because every time that it's like the end of summer, I want to listen to the song Shoujo Rei. It's kind of links. It kind of goes hand in hand for me in a way. I don't know how to describe it. No, not the spontaneously combust. You know, that's horrifying. I forget that can happen just to the people or things, and so I'm like, oh my god, spontaneous combustion is horrifying. Florida catches fire all the time. Really? Is it that different, like down on the East Coast? I've been to Florida once, and it was very hot. When I was in Vancouver Island, there was a rampant wildfire on the mainland, so the smoke would carry over and be overcast. You don't know what exercise is? Hey, even if you walk, Sanzai, you know what exercise is. Because walking counts as exercise. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, I hope everyone stays safe. Yeah, summer's been kind of scary these past few years. Yeah, Yokai, we are still hunting for a Piplup. We have 8 more resets for today. Excited for October, given it keeps its distance and stays away for a couple of months longer. Right, it's nice. It's nice when you kind of have time to like ease into October, you know, or ease into the fall months. I do wonder what it's gonna be like though. I wonder what it's gonna be like to experience fall and winter here on the West Coast. Well, actually, no, I'm going back home around winter time, so I'll be experiencing the East Coast winter again to visit my family. No, not 800 resets, at least for today, no. Not the who walks nowadays, we roll. Rollin'. You know when I think of rollin', I think of Rolling Girl. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. We love winter. Yeah, we love winter. Yeah, we love less hours for the day in the sun. Yeah, we love SAD. Yeah. Hopefully you manage to settle down by then. Oh, you're moving closer to your friends and family. Oh, no, I hope that goes very smoothly. I hope things are able to settle by that time for you. Yeah, summer. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the summer because, especially like when I went to Japan. Oh my god, Japan and like Florida summers are a different beast of its own compared to the summers that I've experienced, especially in Japan. I remember after I had experienced summer in Japan, like in August, Japan, where it's super humid. You literally step outside for a minute and you're drenched in sweat. And so I was like, okay. I'm never complaining about summer in the States ever again. It's just, my goodness, the amount of humidity is ridiculous in Japan. Holy moly. But mind you, I was in Kyoto. I was in Kyoto for like a week and then I was in Tokyo for another week. And I was pretty much walking around everywhere. So it was very hot. But they have like, in Japan, they have a lot of products though that help you cool down. They have the handheld fans. They have the fans that go around your neck. They have a spray, like a cooling spray you can spray on yourselves and your clothes before you go out to help you stay cool. They also have like a cooling eye mask that you can put on too if you were outside and you want to cool off. And so there's a lot of tools and stuff that they make to cool off in the summer. So if you guys do go visit Japan in the summer, you can stop into like a Don Quixote or even just like a Lawson or a 7-Eleven, you know, or Family Mart, and you can get some stuff to help you cool off. Very efficient. They even have like a clip that you can clip onto your shirt, like on the inside, and then it like puffs up your shirt because essentially it's a fan that blows air into your shirt. I thought that was so smart. I was like, what the? That's really cool. Yeah, there was one day, don't ask me why, but there was one day where I just had like a YouTube video recommended to me of like testing out summer gadgets in Japan to see if they work. And so I spent 20 minutes watching this person review all of these different gadgets that are used in the summer, typically in Japan, and testing out like which one's the best, which one's the worst. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. You know, just like little knickknacks that you don't really see here in the States. Barley tea. Barley tea is so good. I like barley tea. I like green tea. God, the konbini drinks are just top tier. Not even the konbini, like the vending machines. Man, I really want to go visit Japan in the summer, not summer, in the winter at some point, because I wanted to drink like a bunch of the hot drinks in the summer, but because it was so hot, I didn't want to drink a hot drink, and so I want to go in the winter so I can enjoy the hot drinks from the vending machines, like the corn soup. I want to drink corn soup out of a can, or like, you know, having a nice like hot drink, like a hot milk tea. Oh yeah, barley tea is so good. Barley tea is amazing for the summer. Right? Just like tea, like iced tea in the summer is just so cooling, so soothing, so therapeutic. All right, so this is gonna be 6,695. Crab and corn soup is childhood memories solidified. They're getting fancy now too. Like aside from the soup, they got like, I saw someone eat a whole cake slice in a can. They have this machine, this vending machine where they have bottles of cake slices that you can have, or I've seen them of like tiramisu, right? And so I was like, wow, they're getting real fancy with their vending machines. Or there's like another vending machine too that I've seen where you can gacha, essentially. You can put in like a set amount of money, and then depending on what you get, it can be something really rare, like a whole game console, like a Switch, or it can be something cheap, like napkins, you know? And so, yeah, I've seen lots of different vending machines. I do not play Lads, Derby. I do not. I do not play CJ. I'm sorry, I do not play Lads. I've only seen some trailers when they pop up here and there, but I have never played Lads before. Or Love in Deep Space, for those that don't know the acronym. I've not played. Oh my god, but I don't know if you guys have seen it. I also have watched videos on that too. There's a place in Japan where there's a whole entire, I think it's a, I don't know what it's called. It's like a, hello? My brain is blanking out on the word. But there's a place where they have a whole line of vending machines, and the reason why is because it's like near a workplace, and so that's what people typically would eat back in the day. It's just like get stuff from the vending machine, you know. And so they have this whole entire row of like, I think 100 vending machines, and so it's become like a tourist spot where you can go there and try out all these vending machines that have food and have been there, you know, as the machine itself for years upon years. And so I was like, whoa, it's kind of cool. Some of the stuff I would not eat from the vending machine, but it was cool to see people try it out. Yeah. I think the one I'm thinking about is from Osaka. I didn't get to go to Osaka. Osaka was the one place I really wanted to go to as well. And it was supposed to be a day trip to Osaka and Kyoto, but there was a typhoon around the time that I was there. And so the Osaka day trip was canceled. And so I'm just like, no! I wanted to try the Osaka okonomiyaki style. I wanted to try the Osaka style takoyaki. You know, like the gigantic takoyaki that they have over there. So many foods I want to try in Osaka. So good. And then we talked about it the other day too, about with Pocky, about like Yoshinoya. I miss Yoshinoya. I wish that they had Yoshinoya here in the States. Just for like a quick udon. It's affordable but tastes amazing. Although I don't know if it'd be the same quality though here in the States for Yoshinoya compared to like in Japan. My girlfriend wants to make sure that we make our bucket list complete by visiting Japan. Oh my gosh! Do you guys have a list of things you want to do in Japan? I love hearing about people's plans whenever they travel, like where they want to go, what they want to see. If you want recommendations, I got some recommendations, you know. But I will say a quick heads up about something that I messed up on. If you guys are planning on going at some point and you want to go to like the Studio Ghibli Museum or the theme park that came out now, you have to make sure that you reserve ahead of time, because those are usually booked like months in advance. I remember the Airbnb host that I talked to, she told me that it's recommended to check and try to reserve your spot like at least 3 months in advance if you want to go to places like that. Same thing with like the Cup Noodle Museum, or if you want to go to the Square Enix Cafe, right? You have to make sure that you plan those ahead of time, because a lot of the times they're already booked months in advance. And so that's one of the things that unfortunately you can't just like on the spot get a ticket for, like here in the States. So just a heads up about that if you guys are going anytime soon. You want to plan months ahead. Yeah, here's my plans. Okay, Wapo. You know, yeah, Wapo went to Japan not too long ago, and he had no plan. And I'm the opposite. I like plans. I like organization. I'm down to be like spontaneous here and there, but I just like plans, especially you know if you're traveling to a place, you know, so expensive because of the flight. And so I like to just put down things that I might want to see. Because for me, when I went to Japan, I treated it as if it was like the only time I'd be able to get to go type of thing, you know? And so it was not a bucket list, but I guess like a list of things that I'd want to at least visit once. And one of those things was, so funnily enough, the big camera mall. I think it was in Kyoto, but there's that. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a chain called Big Camera. And it's like there's a really big mall that has a ton of floors. I don't know if that applies for all big cameras, but they have like different floors for different electronics or different goodies. And so it's really cool. There's a floor just for laptops. There's a floor just for cameras. There's a floor specifically just for PC setups. And then the cool part too, which is kind of unexpected, but there's like a whole floor specifically for like blind boxes as well, if you're really into blind boxes. And so it's really cool. It's just a really nice spot to go to if you want to check out all the different levels of big camera. Kind of like Don Quixote. Don Quixote has like a ton of levels too. If you go to, especially like the big Don Quixote, that one is like the one that I recommend you go to if you want to explore a whole entire day in Don Quixote. And buy souvenirs there. It's a lot more cheaper to buy souvenirs, I feel like, at Don Quixote as opposed to going to souvenir shops. Alright, two more resets, yes. We have spoken about it a few times, so we actually are not sure what we want to do once we get there. That's okay too. Like, not everyone has to be like me and have like a plan. Sometimes it's nice just to kind of, you know, go explore and try things out and kind of just like walk around. You can go into like a hole in the wall, right? There's lots of bars that are hole in the wall ones. There's lots of cafes that are hole in the wall too. And so if that's what you guys want to do, that's fine too. Everyone's different. Yeah, Don Quixote. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I don't know if it's like IKEA. It's just like a big mall for souvenirs and like goodies for everyday use, you know? Like small goodies. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be very well, there's a park that she wants to go. Are you talking about Nintendo Park? There is a Nintendo Park. Yes. And then I think they're coming out with like another Nintendo Park too. That's coming out soon. And so, yeah, Nintendo Land or Park, you would definitely have to make sure that you reserve months in advance. That gets booked up really quickly, too. I went with my brother to Japan, and we were supposed to be there for 3 weeks, but we had a falling out. No! A week in and canceled the rest of the trip? Super Gucci Hot Spring and Hakone was week 2. I am so sorry, Rage. Yeah, they always say, you know, if you want to test your friendships or your relationships with people, traveling is like one of the biggest tests that you can do, because, you know, you're under a lot of stress. Traveling, you're under stress from being in like a new place, especially if you're in a different country, right? You're under the stress of like working with each other in terms of what you want to do. And so, yeah, I hear a lot about people having fallouts with their family, with their partner, with their friends, traveling, you know? So, yeah, it's you have to make sure that it's like even if you're the bestest of friends, it's very possible it could test the limits of your friendship.
Elve Blankies.
DSS, thank you so much for the resub at almost 50 months. Thank you for 49 months here. I hope you enjoy your emotes as well as your sub badge. Welcome to the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay as a tea bun. Thank you, DSS. Thank you, thank you. I know. Yeah, the travel fallout's sad, but you know, it's true. It's just people act different. It's like they say, you know, like if you're in a relationship or if you're in a friendship that's new, things are cool, right? But it's not until like the moment that there's conflict that arises that really will put the test of how people act. And it'll like show you, you know, like how people handle situations. And so with traveling, that's put to the test a lot. And so that's why you always hear about people like falling out while traveling. Like I've heard about friends where couples will break up while they're traveling. I've heard about friends that decide to travel together that ended their friendship too while traveling. I've heard of like family members too that don't talk to each other after a trip as well. And so it happens more often than you might think. Traveling's stressful. Alright, chat. Last one for today for the Piplup. 6,700. Will it be a shiny? Will the doubters finally not get their points? That is the question. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need a shiny Piplup for my birthday. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay. I'm alright. But alright. Bonus try. Okay, because you know, it is birthday week, I'll do one more. One more attempt, okay? One more. Just for the birthday. Oh no, it's not my birthday today. My birthday is on the 14th. But because we're doing, we do Piplup resets on Tuesday, I made the message for the for the stream that just maybe, you know, maybe shiny Piplup will come home to me, you know, for birthday week. Yeah, my birthday's on Thursday, but my birthday stream's on Saturday. So, a little confusing. It's not my birthday yet! My god. I need to find a cake. I want to get a cake. I don't know what cake to get though. I need to see what's in the area. I used to just get cakes from Paris Baguette. Whenever I would get cake for my birthday. So I don't know. I don't know what cake to get this year. But you know what's really sweet though? My parents, they told me that they're gonna get a cake so that they can also like celebrate with me, even though I'm not there this year for the birthday. And I was like, what the heck? You guys have to get a cake? And my mom, she was like, no, you know, it's still your birthday and we can just pretend that you're here with us and still, you know, do the birthday. Because we do a little like thing for birthdays where we have cake together, we'll like sing happy birthday and then exchange gifts. And so my parents are like, yeah, we'll just have a cake. And then on Thursday, we can just like FaceTime each other and then do the birthday thingy, mabob. And I was just like, you guys are gonna make me cry. It is my first, you know, year away from home. And it's also my first time not celebrating my birthday with them in terms of like, you know, after moving out. And so I'm just like, but they're so sweet. I love my family. Alright. Right, it's true. They do have a nice excuse to have cake for themselves too. I'm glad they can eat cake with me. Alright, okay. Last one for realsies. 6,701. Will it be a shiny? 3, 2, 1. No! Piplup said no. Piplup was like, yeah, no, you don't get special treatment for your birthday. Which is fine. I don't expect special treatment for my birthday. It's fine. It's okay. I don't need the shiny on my birthday week. Alright. Okay, chat. I will give you your points. Okay, doubters. You win. Yet again. But that's fine. You know, we can do more predictions next week. Let me ask Trilly. Oh my god, my Discord is not turned on. What the heck? When did my Discord crash? Uh-oh. want to play. Beep. Alright, I sent her a message. But she might be busy. So we'll see. We'll see if she gets back or not. Okay, prediction. Doubters, take your points. Take your points. There you go, doubters. But yeah, thank you though for everyone that decided to, join the prediction. I think it's always a fun time to do predictions together. Okay. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay, yes. So what I'm going to do is as I wait for Dole's response, I'm going to do a quick little break just to go get some, get a quick stretch in, go do bathroom break, all that jazz, get some more water, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some points to combo with. There was also an update too for Peak today. Like another one following the update that happened yesterday. So I don't know what that was for. Corrupt content files? No internet. Oh, Steam's disconnected right now. What does that mean? Why is it corrupt? What happened? Eh? Okay, well, I will be back, hopefully. Oh, I know that. I know that it's Tuesday, so there's maintenance. But why is my files corrupt? It said it corrupted while it was trying to update today. That's not good. But usually when that happens, I just have to reinstall the game. So I'll be back still. I'll go ahead and do that break like I said. I'm gonna give you guys some points to combo with, and then I will be right back. Let me go ahead and remove all these for now though. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Alright. Points. Alright, add points. Thank you for the head pat. Okay, I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. Okay. But for those on the YouTube side, I will be ending stream right now, at least for this waiting room. I don't know exactly yet what I'm gonna do. Okay, maybe actually since I don't know what I'm gonna do, I think I'm going to go on break and then come back and then end the stream into a Peak waiting room if we're playing Peak. And then if not, I'll go into Fields of Mystria. So I'll be right back, okay? I'll end the stream on the YouTube side after the break. So sit tight. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. BRB. Wave. Hello. I am back. Okay, I have my snack and I am also ready. Thank you for the welcome back. It is under maintenance right now. It's under maintenance right now for Steam, and so we gotta wait a little bit before it turns back on. But we are gonna play Peak. We are playing Peak today, so I'm so sorry for those that were looking to some more Tales of Mystery, but we're gonna check out the Mesa update. But yeah, I will be ending the stream on YouTube side and bringing you guys into the waiting room for the Peak stream. And so that should be really easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Shiny Galax! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hello everyone. For anyone that's new here, my name is Elvira, and I like to do a little curtsy to welcome you all in whenever we get raiders. Welcome into the tea shop. I hope you enjoy your stay here at our tea party. Thank you so much. How is your stream, Shiny Galax? Welcome, welcome. How is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? No, you're fine, Galax. Thank you so much for the raid as well on the YouTube side. I am actually just about to swap over to some Peak today. Today we're playing Peak. We're checking out the new Mesa update. Hello, Angelo. Hello, Dragon Slayer. Hello, someone. It's nice to see y'all again. We did not get luck for Shiny Piplup, unfortunately. I ended up going to 6,701 resets today, and we ended up with no Piplup. Unfortunately, even despite, you know, it being birthday week, Shiny Piplup was like, no. Hi, Nix. Thank you so much as well for the raid. I really appreciate that. I've been going for a long snake boy. No 3-segment fella yet. Really? Oh no. Good luck. I hope that you're able to get your long snake boy. But yeah, Galax, and if you need to, you know, head off to wind down after stream, please feel free to do so. But thank you so much for the raid, both on Twitch and on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Angelo, for subscribing and for liking. But yeah, I usually reset for a Shiny Piplup on Tuesdays, so if you guys want to see some more Pokemon content, I'll be back on Tuesday. But right now, I'm gonna, like I said, swap over to some Peak. And so if you're down for some, you know, chaos in a game other than Pokemon, then you can hang out with me as I check out the Mesa update on stream. I'm excited. Peak looks so fun, just haven't had the chance to gather a group to play it, sadly though. Oh my gosh, I hope that you're able to get a group soon. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely a game where it's fun. It's really chill. You know, it's definitely gotten me out of my comfort zone in terms of like, you know, just like reaching out to people that I've known for a while. And I'm just like, you know, you want Peak? You want to play? You just want to try it out? But yeah, I hope we get to play Peak soon. And also, Peak is a game where it doesn't have to be a group either. There's achievements you can get for playing solo. And so if you wanted to, I've done some solo Peak here and there, and I haven't gotten the achievements, but it's been fun. It's been fun just kind of, you know, trying it out. I hope we get to play soon. Hi, Nebular. Welcome on in. You got Shiny Piplup? I am so happy. I honestly, whenever y'all say that you have a Shiny Piplup, I'm just like, I am living vicariously through you. I am so glad that you have your Shiny Piplup. One day, I will be there with y'all as well and be like, I also have a Shiny Piplup. But someday, that'll be someday in the future. Hi, Mocha. Welcome on in. Good evening. How you doing today? Nice to see you, Mocha. I'm also currently waiting for... Oh, it looks like Steam actually just came back up. Okay. I was waiting for Steam to go online, but it was offline for the usual maintenance. Let me update my Peak right now, because for some reason, my files were corrupted. Okay, it's updating right now. Oh, you like the proximity chat. Oh, yes. The proximity chat is really goofy. I've seen so many shorts and videos of the funny voice chats. It makes me laugh. It's so funny hearing people just like scream and like fall off in the distance. You're just like, oh no, are you okay? And then you just hear them go, oh. I love games that have proximity chat. like Lethal Company, right? I feel like it's a good time. It's a fun time. But yeah, Galax, if you wanted to play, I'd be down to play if you wanted to like hang out in the future for a peak collab. I'm 100% down. But yeah, I am planning like another one. So maybe in like the near future, because there are some people that also want to play, and I'm just like, okay, I'm down to make like some more peak collabs and set them up and all that jazz. Enjoy peak. Thank you so much, your range. Good luck. Good luck with trying it with your friends for the first time. Yeah, if you don't want spoilers, I completely get it. 100%. Okay. Alright, the game is updating properly right now. Alright. Trille, are you here, ma'am? You updating? My thing connected, so hopefully your thing connected as well. Okay, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna swap over. I'm gonna raid into the waiting room. And so I'll go ahead and I'll hop on over into the peak stream for today, okay? So let me do that real quick. Of course, Galax! Yes. I'll let you know further details in the future for that future collab. Yeah, if you'd want to hang out, I'm always down to peek with people. It's always a fun time, yeah. Oh, I see you're messaging me. Okay. Trilly says she's gonna stream her perspective. So if you guys want to see Trilly stream as well, you can check it out on her channel. But she is currently updating, so she's not live just yet. But yeah. Trilly, if you want to start chatting soon, you can feel free to pop into the Discord. But okay, alright. Bye, YouTube! Like I said, I'm gonna raise you guys into the next waiting room that's gonna start here in a minute. And so, for anyone that was here today specifically just for Shiny Piplup, I hope you enjoyed your time here with me. But yeah, more Piplup content next Tuesday if you want to see more Pokemon. But right now, it is time for some Poggers Peak What? I don't like the sound of that. Poggers Peak Tuesday. Alright. Moving to a plushie. I want to do a plushie so badly. I'm thinking maybe, if I can, maybe towards the end of this year, I want to get a plushie of my Chonk bunny form. I have a chunky bunny form. I think that'd be a super cute plushie. So maybe in the future. Alright. Bye, YouTube. Like I said, I'm swapping over now. And if you... Oops. What is happening? If you're not hopping over, I will see you again tomorrow. Poggers Big Tuesday. I don't know. Tuesday doesn't roll off the tongue for me. I'm just like, why does it sound so weird? Tuesday. Alright. Bye, YouTube. I'm lagging. Oh, God. The update is making me lag. Okay. Bye. See you here in a second. Bye-bye. Alright. I'm ending the YouTube stream now. Okay. I'm trying a new way of ending the stream.